Hi there, I'm Justin Vandenbrink with Core Geologic. When people ask me what Core Geologic is, pretty simple. We're an oil company without an asset, and we have two buckets. The first bucket is geosteering. That's our core. Second bucket, geological consulting. We bring both of those to the operator to help them drill their well effectively. For more information, you can see us at coregeologic.com.
You're probably wondering why Core Geologic is not participating in this year's geosteering competition, and that is to give everyone the best chance at winning. I'm just kidding, everybody. In all seriousness, Core Geologic would like to wish everybody good luck. May the best steerer win. Let's get it.
Geovision! Woo!
Hi there, I'm Justin Vandenbrink with Core Geologic. When people ask me what Core Geologic is, pretty simple. We're an oil company without an asset, and we have two buckets. The first bucket is geosteering. That's our core. Second bucket, geological consulting. We bring both of those to the operator to help them drill their well effectively. For more information, you can see us at coregeologic.com.
You're probably wondering why Core Geologic is not participating in this year's geosteering competition, and that is to give everyone the best chance at winning. I'm just kidding, everybody. In all seriousness, Core Geologic would like to wish everybody good luck. May the best steerer win. Let's get it.
then.
Let's
Come
do it,
on.
man.
Dude, oh my gosh. Welcome everybody. That was live. My name is Keith Rivera. In case you don't know me, I'm the account executive here in the Gulf Coast region, and we are live. And I'm sitting here live with my boy, Stephen Frazier. Stephen, please introduce yourself so the crowd knows who you are.
I'm Stephen Frazier. I'm the ops geologist over at Geosouthern Energy, and called me in to call play-by-play today.
Yes.
Excited.
Hey, dude, thank you so much for being here.
Dude.
We are excited about this, buddy.
I'm really glad to be
It's
here.
gonna
Thank you
be
for having
fun.
me, man.
Yes, yes. And guys, thank you for joining us today. Thank you to all the participants, and thank you to our sponsors. Geosteering World Cup started in 2018. Can you believe it? I actually participated in it. I did participate in it, and actually in 2018, we did it live in person at the user meeting here in Houston, Texas. Everyone was sitting around a table. Dude, it was actually really fun. It was really cool. My team did not do so hot. But we had some cool winners. I mean, it was great. Our very own, I believe, Steven was one of the winners that year. I'm not sure, but he works here, and he was one of the winners, which was actually really cool for him.
Not me.
You know what I mean? Yeah, not you. Not you.
No.
Actually, have you
No,
participated?
never have. Never have.
Well, maybe next year we can get you.
I can't lose if I don't enter. So
That's true. And you can't play if you're hosting, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Awesome, guys. Well, no, we are super excited about this Geosteering World Cup this year. We've got actually a huge amount of participants. We have over 200 participants globally. We have 4 regions going on right now. Now, historically, it was all done in person, right? But because of the cloud, solo cloud, baby.
Technology.
Hashtag technology. But because of technology, we're able to connect everyone across the globe, right? We're building a global community, and it's all because of Geosteering World Cup. Now, 2022 is huge. We're really excited. We made some changes this year. We're pushing data to you. You'll see it for the unconventional well, and we'll get to this a little bit later, but you'll get pushes periodically every minute, and then the conventional well every 2 minutes. Just a little caveat, please, participants, do not delete your target lines. Leave that target line there. Just move it, edit it, and put it where you want that wellbore to go. So super excited. Thank you to our sponsors. Do you know who's sponsoring today? Because if you don't, it's okay. I'm going to tell you.
Why don't you run it down for me?
All right, I will. We have Geovision. We have Edge. We have Core Geologic. We have Terra Guidance. We have Below and MC. I'm not going to screw up their name, right? And we got MCWL. Sorry. He's like, Paladin. My bad, guys. I got boys over there. They're going to be like, I'm watching this. Keith, how are you going to screw us up? But seriously, sponsors, because of you, this event is awesome, right? We are able to do far more. And thank you so much for everything that you do for our community. I was at an operator once. You guys have helped me out plenty of times, but you're also helping this thing out. So thank you very much, guys. We really, really, really appreciate you. A few orders of business. We have an Instagram hashtag, and Steven and I were kind of messing around with it earlier, and I'm going to do one right now live for you guys. So go look us up, ROGII Inc., right? On Instagram. Do it right now with your phone.
I don't have Instagram.
You don't have Instagram?
Yeah, I'm just kind of piggybacking off you today.
Come on now. So that's what I say. He doesn't have Instagram. You know what I mean? It's okay, dude. No worries. Actually, I know a lot of people are like, no, I don't do social media.
Yeah.
I have a buddy who doesn't even do Alexa. He buried his Alexa because he's like, Big Brother's watching.
I unplugged mine.
Did you? I got Alexa all over mine.
I read 1984 too many times.
Oh, okay. So guys, please, if you have Instagram, go to ROGII Inc., right? Look us up and follow us. Now on our page, if you actually go to it, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of small, but if you go to it, we have these 3 little stars. And if you click on them, there's a filter. Please grab that filter. And on the very bottom left, there's a button that says try it, right? So you're going to go ahead, try it. We're going to take a photo of ourselves. I'm going to post it on my Instagram, Tom Barrett TV. You can check us out. Bam. Now on that picture, please hashtag ROGII and hashtag GWC 2022, because those who do that will get a chance to win the Apple AirTags. Mike, you going to show it up closer? Boom, there you go. So I'm going to post it right now. You can follow me too if you want to, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about, to get an idea of, the hashtags, and, get in there to get a chance to win. Unfortunately, I can't because I'm not a participant or even a viewer, so I can't win, unfortunately. But we're going to be posting this and having fun all day, guys. So please go ahead and do that. It's going to be a blast. We have I mentioned earlier, over 200 participants.
210.
210. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Taking notes.
Taking notes, jotting it down, write that down. 210 participants, which is massive, and that's global. We have 4 regions, right? So we have the 4 regions that we have right now are North America, naturally. We have Middle East, Asia, Africa, Oceania as one whole region. We have South America, and then we have Europe. So best of luck to all of you guys out there in those regions. Represent. We're super excited about this event, especially with like the Real World Cup coming right around the corner. So we're representing your region. Be proud of it. Let's just have a blast. Again, thank you to our sponsors. Now, those who are winning, we will have the overall top winner, right?
Yep,
and that overall top winner is going to win this beautiful piece right here. If you can see it, this is the trophy, hand blown. I would love to pick it up, but I don't want to drop it and break it because that'd be terrible. I'd probably get fired. So this right here, this is a trophy, hand blown, personally made. So no trophy. Even the last ones won't look like it, right? Super cool, super unique. Also, what the overall winner will win is a drone. Steven, will you pick that drone up for us? Boom. It is the DJI Mini 2. And if you haven't played with a drone, these things are sweet. Have you played with a drone?
No, I have not.
Dude, they're like self-driving now. It doesn't take a lot. The first ones are a little bit tricky. This, you can set it up. It can follow you. So you can have like human tracking, stay on a specific, like a car if you're driving. If you want to get into cinematography right here, this is it right here. This thing is amazing. And if you've watched the movie Ambulance, they shot it with like professional drones. Like it was sweet. But also each winner from each region will get a drone as well. So do the best you can do.
I think I should have entered this year.
You should have, but it's okay. You're
What do
coming
hosts
in
get?
next year.
Do hosts get like a drone? Maybe
expect for next year, right?
Yeah. I won't be hosting next year. I'll tell you that.
Awesome price.
I want this glass blown vase right here. Is what I want. It's hefty, dude. It's really hefty.
I'm picking that up. I'm just saying he can't get fired.
I just need to get my curls in for the day.
Yeah. Oh, awesome, guys. Well, throughout the day, we are going to actually bring some of our sponsors on to have a few words. Steven and I are going to ask some questions. You're going to get to know each and every one of them, what they do, what basins they work, where they work, what's their expertise. Tell us a little bit about their culture. That's their time to shine, right? So right about now, I think we've got, Mike, do we have Terra Guidance in the queue right now pulled up?
We do.
Awesome. So we've got Terra Guidance. They're going to be our first sponsors that we're going to interview. And that's going to go down right now. So we can actually welcome Terra Guidance. So please, with all due respect, let's welcome Terra Guidance, one of our platinum sponsors. Thank you so much. Michael's going to bring them in. We are very excited to meet them. Michael, cue them up, baby. Woo! Hello, good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Hello. So please introduce yourselves. I see we have John and Megan on. Please introduce yourselves.
John Mark Strahan with Terra Guidance. I'm the VP of Operations over here.
Yes, John,
Megan.
thank you so much.
Megan Cornelison. I'm the Denver sales representative and client liaison for Terra Guidance.
What is going on, everybody? There you have it. We have John, the VP, bigwig in the room. What's up, baby?
Rubbing shoulders with giants.
Yeah, I know, right? And then we have Megan, super sweet, super awesome individual, like you said, over the Denver area. Just have a few questions. Please, you guys are known for your, work-life balance culture, but please tell us a little bit more. Tell us a little bit more about your culture over there at Terra Guidance.
Okay, that is one of our strong suits. It is also one of the most challenging things to keep up, because in order to have that balance, you have to have a surplus of staff to provide days off when everyone wants them. Just have a set rotation. And definitely. I don't know about other service industry companies, but it's a tough market out there right now to find qualified.
Yeah, especially right now. Right? I feel like COVID kind of ruined that, right? Everyone wants to have their cake and eat it too. Everyone wants to work from home, but also get paid and also, you know what I mean? Have that flexibility. So, and I kind of segued into my next question about COVID. How has that kind of affected the culture? How has that affected just how you guys work internally and even collaborate with your clients?
So that is actually very interesting. We called ourselves like COVID proof because when we were founded 11 years ago, Hey, Quentin. When we were founded 11 years ago by Scott Wagoner, it was founded on the concept of you should be able to, if you haven't ever experienced, work where you want to work and live where you want to live. So we were founded as a remote company from inception. So when COVID hit, we were like, what is everyone freaking out about? Because for us, it was just normal day-to-day operations. But one thing that did work in our favor is that it brought our clients and potential clients closer in a digital relationship. So they're far more likely now to jump on a video call or get in a Teams group with you and have that team environment that's in a digital atmosphere. But we found that it really builds some nice communication flows and just brings you together a little bit more. Because I mean,
it sounds so wild, huh?
What everyone else discovered of that quality of life of working from home or having that flexibility, that's how Terra Guidance was founded. And so, that's really speaking to our culture of treating our people right and getting them, out of the field to take vacations, go home, have set schedules, nothing's perfect, but when possible, having set schedules for our on-site employees, our remote people all have set schedules. But that was really the foundation of Terra Guidance. And that's probably the best part about our culture.
I absolutely love that. Yeah. I really do. It's, you're handling business. It's kind of like that, like the mullet, right? Business up front, but then party in the back. You know what I mean? So you can still have that good time, have that family time, have that, and like you saw it in your commercial, where you showed what you like, who you guys are, right? As individuals, you know what I mean? Y'all were in the field, y'all were camping, y'all were kayaking, y'all were just having
dog pics.
Yeah, there were some dog pics. It was like,
that was my favorite part.
You know what? Do you have dogs?
I got one. Yeah.
I have 2 dogs and 2. I have a lot of fur babies and a real baby. Our house is cool. Yeah.
I've got 3 dogs. I don't recommend it.
You have 3? Oh, are they big dogs? Are they big dogs or little dogs?
They're Australian Shepherds, so they're like medium size.
Very high energy though. Extremely high energy.
We're outnumbered now.
Yeah. So actually, one of our dogs, he's a German Shepherd Red Heeler mix. They thought he was Aussie when we got him because he was short and cute, and we thought he was just going to be short and like barely. But he grew big, and we were oh no, this is not what we were anticipating. No, I think that's absolutely awesome. And that kind of segues into kind of the next question about employee retention, right? And your culture. I feel like having that culture, that flexibility, I think makes your, employees happy, and happy employees are good employees, right? So, tell us a little bit about your retention with your employees and your clients, and how do you keep everyone happy, right? With that flexibility. Because I feel like there's a balance there, right?
There is a fine balance. But I am a firm believer in just communication is either the rise of empires or the fall of empires. So 100%. If you have a nice communication flow with your clients and with your teams in the field and or remote, there's nothing that the 3 together can't accomplish. But you got to talk about the tough things,
I completely agree. I feel like in any relationship that you have, communication is absolutely clutch and key, right? That is absolutely critical to ensure that the bond between you two is strong, right? So between you and your employees, or you and your clients, or even in the personal level, like friendships or relationship, communication is absolutely key. That's awesome. Yep. I think you guys have something called this quality of life voucher.
I'd like to hear more.
So it kind of reminds me of the story about when I was in 2nd grade. We had these like red cards, and it was like cash, and you can like exchange it to go to the restroom or to get a pencil or to do like certain things.
You pay to go to the restroom?
I did, and we can get more into that later. But yeah, that was a very rough lesson. I'll tell you. I'll tell you that much. But tell us a little bit about these life vouchers or something like that.
Yeah. So essentially we were trying to find a way to make more of an impact on someone's life than just having $1,000 bonus added to their check. Because let's be honest, like if you're making $100,000 a year, what's 101? Like it doesn't have an impact on you.
True.
It pays bills. Don't get me wrong. We all know that. But I wanted, well, the company, Jason Sanfilippo, this was his brainchild actually, to have more of an impact is to create sort of an internal piggy bank system where if someone gets a bonus or accolades from a client, then we throw X amount in their piggy bank. Whenever they go on an adventure, like we have someone's weddings coming up and she wants to use her quality of life vouchers to pay for the catering. Well, in my opinion, that voucher is improving her quality of life.
Yeah.
So we let them cash them in. And we put that on their paycheck toward that.
I love that
That's
because
a very novel idea.
yeah, that's amazing.
And so we've had people
Yeah,
go ahead, Megan.
Just on top of traditional bonuses, like really getting out and enjoying life. And, for those of us that have worked on site and remote, sometimes life goes by quickly. You're busy for a month on the rig site, and we really encourage our people to plan a cruise, plan a fishing trip, and they get to use, they're recognized by the company for their hard work, and they get reimbursed for going on vacations, because life's about those memories and who you spend your time with. And we know that this job is demanding, and we're doing our best to, just get our people out there and enjoying life and coming back to work refreshed and happy. And
Megan, I love what you said, right? And John, you'd mentioned, I mean, a lot of times we think of value is monetary, right? But value, is far more than just monetary. You know what I mean? And I absolutely love what you guys are doing over there. And Megan, you said it. Life is all about memories and moments. And in those moments and those memories are people, loved ones that you're sharing it with. And I'm so glad you said it, because that resonated very well with me. I mean, that is something that I adhere to, and that is in my soul and in my core, right? So I absolutely love that you're doing that. That's
very cool.
Yeah, that's really cool. I kind of want that. I'm jealous.
I'm a bit jelly.
You can just tell Geo Southern, hey guys,
I think someone's tuned in by now.
Idea, you know? Yeah.
Well,
about that.
One of the things that was so interesting is we, everyone if they ask, then we'll tell them what their balance is. But we've had in the past year 2 employees that got pretty sick, and we never thought of this program being utilized for hospital bills. But within 1 week of team members finding out that their colleagues were ill, I was asked to transfer more than $7,500 from individual accounts to help people pay for their hospital bills.
Sounds like you got a great team over there.
That makes me chilly, and it makes me proud of my people, because not everybody does that. That's true care.
You gave me what Jennifer Lopez says, the goosies right there. It says the goosies. You gave me. I mean, that's absolutely amazing. I know when I was over at Noble Energy, right, PTO, time off, all that kind of stuff, and we got to a point where your vacation would roll over, but some people would have an exorbitant amount of vacation, too much that they can't use it all, and they'll lose it. And I was always like, can't you just have this exchange program or gifting program where you can be like, hey, I'm not using it, but I know so-and-so may need it. He or she's got something going up. Can I just give it to them? And a lot of companies don't have that, right? So it's really cool that you have that exchange as well. Mm-hmm. Now you mentioned there's some sort of money that goes in there or something in this pot. What is there? Do you guys have some sort of international exchange rate for, it's hey, here's your money, but this equates to one vacation or one sick or this or that, or, is there some sort of exchange? I mean, you don't have to tell us that. You can just say yes.
True value. So if someone has $2,000 in their account and they get an international flight for $2,100, I will give them $2,000 toward that flight.
That's so cool.
Oh, it's pegged to the dollar.
Cool. Yeah. That is really awesome. Okay, so another question: what basins do you work? Just so the audience can know a little bit more about Terra Guidance, where your expertise is. Do you work internationally? Is it only onshore, domestic, or do you work somewhere else internationally onshore? Tell us a little bit about kind of your culture and your people, but tell us about the technical side of stuff now.
Absolutely. Yep, we work all throughout the country. Mostly we're onshore U.S. right now, up from North Dakota. We're full in the Powder River Basin, Uinta, down to Permian, East Texas, Western Anadarko, Marcellus. We're all over. So
Wow. Yeah. Wide range.
excellent employees with experience. And what's really great is that our teams, we stack our teams, our remote teams, so that they get experience in different basins. We mix fast drilling with slow drilling so that they are not overwhelmed, and just was a really good mix. I used to be a remote steer for Terra Guidance, and it was fast paced but well supported, and just being able to work all these different areas is a really big asset for each geologist that works for us. So we hire geologists, they get to see all these rocks. We communicate with mud loggers, either our own or the people on site. And, we really just embrace being part of the team wherever you're drilling.
I love it. I absolutely love it, guys. I just looked at the time. It looks like we're out of time. I really want to say thank you so much for sponsoring us. Thank you for coming on and talking with us, sharing us a little bit about yourselves, what you guys do, where you guys work. Just want to say thank you, Stephen. Do you have any last words?
No, thank you so much for coming out, John and Megan. Great talking to you.
Thank you guys very much.
Oh, we do have an interesting question real quick. How long does it take to grow? I'll just call it my buddy Mike Gundy, because he's got like probably the most nationally known mullet.
He's a man.
Yeah, he is a man.
That's like a new sales tactic I want to take to the conferences. Maybe some mullet wig.
Little hazing, little light hazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is a little light. It's not party, business in the front, party in the back, babies.
Yeah.
Doesn't take too long, but it takes some dedication to grow out that mullet. You know what I mean? But y'all, John, Megan, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for sponsoring this event. If you guys have people participating, good luck to them. We're really excited to see who wins. And let's have fun. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much, y'all.
Thank you.
See y'all.
Have a good one.
Bye, y'all. All right.
What's next?
Thank you, man.
No. I've never done an interview before.
You haven't. That was your first interview.
I've never, given an interview.
Well, I'm glad I was with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Thank you for holding hands in the
But thank you to them. We're really excited. What's next is the pre-recorded video that Stephen did that explains the rules. Not you, Stephen.
Other Stephen.
Stephen Clark, Stephen, our Stephen. We're gonna play this video here shortly. I think it's about a minute, right, Mike? Something like that, a minute and a little bit. But he's a little under a minute. But he's going to be explaining the rules to the participants, those who are watching. That way, everyone can get used to it and get ready for it. Ready? We ready to roll that, Mike?
Good morning, everyone. My name's Stephen Clark with ROGII. I've been here for about 3 years, and I'm going to be explaining the rules of the 2022 Geosteering World Cup to you today. There'll be 2 wells, one unconventional, one conventional. Both will be scored with a 75%, 25% split. 75% of your score is your in-zone percentage. 25% of the score will be your calculated rate of penetration curve based off of how smoothly you drill the well, among other things. Your scores will then be summed together and compared against all of our other contestants. And from that, we will determine our winner this year. Other than that, I wish everybody the best of luck. And back to you, Keith.
Stephen, thank you, my man. You heard it straight from the mouth of Stephen Clark. He's one of our technical analysts here. Super amazing. I'm sure some of you participants, if you've called in for support, you've heard his voice and you've talked to him. So now you have a face to the name if you didn't already have it. Super bright guy. He worked at an operator. I think he worked at he worked at Southwestern. I was going to say Geosteering. No, he worked at Southwestern, worked at Saudi Aramco. And I think he's been with ROGII for about 3 years, maybe even coming up on 4. Super smart guy. Really amazing dude too. So I think, Mike, you said we had some comments, some questions that we can field before we go on to the rules and well one, right? All right. Hello. A Spanish version. That's great. I wish I knew how to speak Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás? That's about it. I took 4 years in high school and I didn't use it, so I lost it. Do you speak Spanish, Steven?
I mean, a little
Poquito?
bit. Un poco.
Poquito.
Pero no sé si tenemos una versión en español.
That's Mas Mayorque. I don't know. That's better than me.
I mean,
that's
yeah,
better
yeah,
than me.
yeah.
That's better than I
gotta
can
commit.
say,
Yeah.
I guess confidence. Go for it, straight up. I there might be one. I don't think live, but we might, try to see if we can dub one and put it up later on our YouTube channel. So if you don't see it live, we'll see if we can get one up there in Spanish. No, please don't take my word for it, because then someone's gonna be like, "Dang, Keith, are you gonna do that?" You're gonna be translating. Yeah, do later on live version. I think right now it's just English. Is there another one? More comments?
Oh, Harry, what's up, man?
Bro, like no, what's up to me? That's cold blooded.
Harry and I go way back, man. Do you know Harry?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
my boy. So we work with Paloma as well. We got him on the Star Steer. They're starting to use it and getting into solo. Boom, boom. What's up, guys?
Yep.
So Harrison and I have actually been getting in touch a lot more frequently as of recent.
Yeah, they're blowing and going over there.
Yeah. They're doing their office is really cool.
They
They actually had this people appreciation day where they had luau going on, which I thought was really freaking cool. Yeah, I wanted to participate in it because, like, when I was in high school football, during Hell Week, each day of the week we had a theme, and one of those themes was Hawaiian theme. So me being the extrovert that I am, for those of you who know me, you may not be surprised. I showed up with coconuts and a luau skirt.
Oh, I can see it.
I went all out. Yeah, it was it was awesome. So I wish I would have partaken in that. But I talked to Harrison afterwards. He said it was really cool. But he's great people, man. Everyone over at Paloma that I've met so far is amazing people.
Yeah.
So
Harry's not so bad either.
Yeah.
Thanks for the comment, Harry.
Yeah. I got another one. Steertown, Jamaica. Data Log Geovision. I'm no big boy. Have you seen Shutters?
No.
You haven't seen Shut? Oh, you haven't seen Shutters. So Data Log Geovision coming live from us in Steertown, Jamaica. What's up, y'all? Hopefully y'all are stealing with a Mai Tai in hand, swimming with the dolphins, snorkeling, got a little floaty in the water. You know what I mean?
That's one way to steer.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
I'm just on the couch in my underwear. That would be way better.
Yeah, well, I'm over here in this office with these things hanging out, not in my underwear.
I mean,
but no, what's up, y'all? Thank you for joining us, man. We're really excited, everybody. I had to shave it. I was trying to keep my boyish good looks going. No, and the missus likes me without a beard. And so I decided happy wife, happy life.
Yep.
I did do a sick mustache, and
that never goes over well, does it?
No, it doesn't. Okay, so you do not have to press append. That's a great question. What you do is just put your target line where you want your well to go. Okay. And when you leave it there will be a data push that comes. In the unconventional well, the data push will be every minute. So go ahead, get your target line. Once you set it and you see that data push come through, get ready for the next one. So yes, thank you, Mike.
Yeah,
I
do not hit
do
append.
not need to hit append.
Yeah.
Just leave your target line where you want it to go. The data push will go and it'll automatically go there for you.
And don't delete it.
And do not, thank you.
No.
Do not delete that target line. Keep using that target line. Keep going. It'll be a good, good time. The conventional well, I think the data push is every 2 minutes. I think it's every 2 minutes. It's a shorter well, so I think we had the data push a little bit longer.
What up, Ski?
Oh man,
we're getting comments pretty quick.
Yes, next year. Chat. I don't know if you want me to participate, y'all, because I'll be, top dog.
You guys already let me go to his head. We've got 123 viewers, and he's already getting a big head.
I'm just kidding. Next time I will. I participated once. I did absolutely terrible. So I think I put my tail between my legs. I was like, I don't.
Like I say, you can't fail if you don't try.
That touche.
That's what I'm hearing.
That is very true. The other years, I think it was tough because when I was over at Noble, I had 3 rigs. So I was watching 3 rigs, but also we were trying to develop new benches, and we were trying to plug and go. I mean, it was full factory mode when I was over there. So it was rough in the streets. Also, if you have any technical questions, something is acting weird for you guys, we do have our support on this chat. So please feel free to put some technical questions in here, and we can have support help field those for us. We got a whole team. Everyone's like, all hands on deck. Everyone's getting ready and excited to get after this. So yes. What else, Mike? Do we have any other comments, questions coming through? We just want to make sure that everyone's there. I mean, I guess you can actually adjust it as far as you want. I don't think
Just how confident you are.
Yeah.
Shoot TD, do it. Yeah.
Yes, but I will remind you now. Oh, Kirill, thank you so much. I'm glad y'all are watching, and hopefully you're having a good time. Abu Dhabi's, logging in right now.
Worldwide production, man. Y'all big time over here.
Worldwide.
Prestige worldwide.
Prestige worldwide. What's up, y'all? Thank you so much. Yes, participants, good luck. I do want to give you just a quick little, tidbit. In the lateral, I'll remind you again, but when you're in the lateral, you can do this if you want. You don't have to. It's just like something that we're going to say and give you just a quick little heads up. Make sure in the lateral you set your maximum dog legs. And we'll remind you in here, so you don't have to worry. But you can set your maximum dog legs to 2 in the lateral section for the unconventional well. We'll remind you again. You don't have to do that. But that's just like a little tip and a little hint for all of you out there if you are watching this. The other thing, don't forget Instagram hashtags, baby. Instagram hashtags. So I think right now, looking at the time, we should actually play the pre-spud that I pre-recorded with Eric. He will talk to you a little bit about the basins, a little bit about the logs that are in the unconventional well. So just to get you guys ready and accustomed to what to expect for this unconventional well. So I think, are we about that time right now, Mike?
Yes.
Cool. Awesome. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's roll it, guys. Pay attention. Here we go. What's going on, Eric? How you doing? Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. So we've got all of our geosteers on, and what they're going to need is a little bit of information. And we got you here to talk about the unconventional well, correct?
That is actually correct. Keith. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to be with you here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please tell a little bit about yourself so they know that you know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, first of all, my name is Eric. I've been part of the ROGII team since 2018, and I was based actually in Argentina. So I'm pretty familiar with the unconventional shale in Vaca Muerta.
Like you said, you're from Argentina. So the unconventional well is in your backyard. So please tell me a little bit about the basin, a little bit about the reservoir, a little bit about the play, and some information that the geosteers are going to need to be successful in this unconventional well.
Yeah, that is absolutely true. That what you're looking right now is the Argentinian map with the Vaca Muerta formation. Actually, it's the Neuquén Basin extension and related to the Vaca Muerta formation. It's good that the Neuquén Basin is located in west central Argentina, covered at least an area of 120,000 square kilometers, around 46,000 square miles. What is funny is the Neuquén Basin is 3 times the size of the Permian Basin in the United States. So it's a pretty good size. It's a nice area.
It's massive and prolific, huh?
Definitely. And in some areas, the continuous stratigraphic thickness is around 4,000 meters. That's 2.5 miles. So there's a lot of plays. There's a lot of prolific petroleum area there. Well, talking about a little bit of the geological background of the basin is characterized by a prograde depositional system that was one open to the Pacific Ocean. As you see, we're really close to the Pacific Ocean coast. So this connection continually was increasing, and then it was creating a continuous complex of sedimentary deposit that eventually became one of the most prolific environments for hydrocarbon production in the Argentinian basins. So we most in Argentina have been familiar with the interest of the Neuquén Basin is of oil right now, actually with the shale boom, the oil business. But actually the Neuquén Basin is really interesting because I'm really interested in some fossils and outcrops that they are lovely. They are really good looking and precious outcrops.
Oh, that's
So-
awesome. Okay, so what are people targeting out there, right? What is the formation? Tell me a little bit about the reservoir.
Well, with the reservoir here, our well, actually our competition well is synthetic well. It's only inspired in Vaca Muerta. There's no real data from Vaca Muerta, but a lot of us have been drilling there, so we're quite familiar with the shape of the logs and what are the responses. So everything here is synthetical, but actually keeps the G's, gives this the flavor of the Vaca Muerta sensation, right?
Gives you a little taste. Okay.
yeah, definitely for us it's going to work. And the formation, actually, if you can see here, you can see the age is go for the Basin to the Titonian to the late Jurassic, early late Jurassic. So that is the age of the reservoir, the Vaca Muerta formation. And specifically there, the formation is characterized by fine-grained sediments, mostly black shales, and frequent nodules concentration with thin, tough layers derived from volcanic deposits. So those are going to be really interesting. They suddenly appear and you get lost with the signature of the log. So you need to be really, really cautious of them. And actually in the real experience when you're drilling, some drillers are really having a tough time with those. Also, the geomechanics are a bit complex there. So you have to drill carefully. Right now, the experience of the companies have been really increasing. The times of the well have been reduced to the half. So I remember 4 years ago, to drill a lateral took 12 days, 20 days. Now they're doing in 8 days. So the rest of the Latina
Is that spud to TD or is that the lateral?
The lateral is going to 4 days. It's really fast right now.
Nice. Okay, so they're targeting this Vaca Muerta. Tell me a little bit about like the porosities and the structures. What are the geosteers going to expect in terms of structure complexity? Because I know you mentioned that a little bit in the Basin evolution.
Yeah, well, the structure is very gentle. Surprisingly, even we're really close to the Indian region, the area where our synthetic well is located is very gentle. Most likely, the area where the wells are drilled are continuous dips, or 3 degrees going down, or 1 or 2 degrees going up, depending on the direction they're drilling, right? And what is really nice about Vaca Muerta is the parameters. So for unconventionals, when you're getting 4 to 16% of porosity, we're talking about related to shales after fracture, is really good. Actually, the TOC, the total organic carbon, goes as high as 17% in some areas. So 17% of total organic carbon is amazing for shale. And the deepness, the depth of the reservoir is almost 3,000 meters. So the maturity of the rock is really good for shale gas and shale oil. So we have really good condition that actually relates Vaca Muerta with the Permian and Eagle Ford. Yeah. So that is really important for them. Actually put them in a place that competes with most of the prolific areas in the States for shales.
Nice. All right, Eric. Well, we're actually running out of time here, but can you give me a little bit of information that the geosteers are going to need? What kind of logs are they going to have? And some maybe your experience, tricks of the trades that you found help you, steer in the Vaca Muerta that they might be able to take and do and be successful in this competition.
Definitely. First, let's start. We're going to have with the package. We will be having 3 type wells. So your main type well will be type number 1, but don't discard all the rest because you may find some changes and you would be able to correlate with all your wells. And as you see your pre-job here, you're going to have available your gamma ray, your TOC, your ROP, azimuthal gamma ray. And you see the trend is really gentle. So it's going to be, as expected, some easy to drill. And you have your constraints for the landing dogleg and the lateral. So you will be able to reach until 6 degrees for the landing and 2 degrees for the lateral. So each push will be 100 meters every 2 meters. And the idea is to stay in this highest zone ROP with the lowest dogleg, and also keep in track, you will looking for the maximum or the higher value for TOC. So
they will have that ROP curve and all that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They will have the ROP. And I definitely suggest use the tools that StarSteer offers, like for the pseudo tie log is very usul here, because once you log your target, you can use it again. to keep your correlations against yourself. So I will be, that is the main approach. I would suggest use your pseudo tie well, and keep in mind that you can find some lateral changes along the lateral, okay?
Perfect. Well, with that, Eric, I'm sorry. I think we ran out of time. I wish we had more time. But thank you so much for being here. Geosteers, get ready. Start your engines. Thank y'all so much.
Have fun, guys. Have fun. I'll have a lot of fun.
Yes, number one. Have fun. Bye, y'all. You heard it, guys. I think the first push is actually coming in right now, I believe. Can you see the chat? Has it come in yet? They will let us know if it has come in, but y'all be ready, get excited. It's on the other one. It's on. Nope. Mike down there. Geosteering World Cup, Slack. Get on it, baby. There you go. Yeah. Boom, boom. First push. All right. So we'll let you know when the first push comes in, but it should be coming here really soon. Just a heads up, after you land. So not in the curve, after you land, if you would so choose, be ready to change that max DLS to 2, right? As Eric said, be expected of I think it was the regional dips are about an 89.5, I think it is.
Something like that.
So just be ready, get excited, have fun, man. This is going to be a lot of fun. So the first push, y'all, get ready.
Let's go.
Now. Let's do this. It's coming. It's in. We're here.
On your mark, get set, go.
Have you ever been to NASCAR?
No, never have.
Okay, so I'm not a huge NASCAR guy, but my mom used to work at she's a nurse.
Okay.
And she used to work the one in California out in Fontana. It was the California Speedway, I think it was called. So she was working the hospital stations in case somebody gets hurt or anything like that. Man, when they say driver, start your engines, you feel it.
Oh yeah, I bet.
The rumble is like through your entire body. It's like a seismic shock. Like, have you ever been out there for a seismic shock? Like,
actually, I never have, but I can.
Shakes around.
I've been to a bunch of dubstep concerts. I know what that feels like.
Yeah, it's like that. It's just like that. Hopefully, we had one. That'd be so cool. But first push is in. Guys, we've got right now our Starlight showing, and we've actually got. I didn't mention this earlier. We've got our robot. We got a robot.
ROGII.
ROGII 8. Yes. So it is steering right now, and this is actually for our auto steer. So be ready, man. We're super excited. Hopefully you guys can beat the machine, beat our mechanical brethren.
Yep.
Show them that organic is the way to go.
Yeah.
I think the
fight back against our new robot overlords.
Yeah. Skynet's happening. You know what I mean? But no, we're really excited, guys. Wow. I mean, this is a long time coming. So, Steven.
Yeah.
You got your computer here. Are you actually steering it well?
I am. Yeah. I had 2 going this morning, but
you had 2. So I think you said the drilling engineer was so nice as to make a trip for you, huh?
Yeah. Appreciate it, Kyle.
Yeah. Kyle, thank you so much. Hashtag you the man.
So now I just got one rig to watch. So if you see me looking down, it's not because I'm bored. It's I do.
Okay.
Among other things, but yeah.
Okay. So as the data is coming in. Oh, yes. Reminder by ROGII support. Thank you so much. Do not append the target line. Do not hit append. Just move it. Leave it. Do not delete it. Do not do anything. Just move it to where you want to go. Okay. Do not extend your trajectories manually. But you're going to want to use your target lines to tell the data where to go, to tell the where to go. Right. So, yeah, good luck, y'all. But yes. Okay. So Steven, tell us a little bit about your experience in geosteering, landing, working with drilling engineers. Do you ever have them call you and say like, how low can we go? Cause we're not getting build rates.
Oh yeah. All the time. All the time.
Yeah.
Maybe not all the time, but more
all the time, Kyle. If you're watching all the time, I'm just
only when I'm working on Kyle's movie. Yeah. No, I mean that's a problem that presents itself wherever you go, and whatever formation you're drilling. Sometimes it just doesn't want to give you what you need, and you got.
Do you just say, okay? I mean, it's totally cool. Try to mitigate how far you land, but you know what? It's totally cool because guess what? Now I got a full view.
Yeah, no
target line. So there is
for sure
like a silver lining in that, right?
Yeah, we used to back in the day. You never want to raise your target, especially late in the curve, just because it puts too much of a kink in things. It slows things down. You got to do a bunch of slides. So we always kind of target a little bit high and drop it down.
It's easier to drop than to raise.
Exactly 100%. Right. That being said, you don't want to do that too much. It's a lot harder for directional drillers to hit a moving target. So you want to target close to your landing point, but give yourself a little cushion in case you struggle with build rates or in case the correlation comes up on you.
Yep.
Um,
How accurate are you? The go,
Yeah,
Robert, giving him a good shout
that's
out.
my
right
brother.
there.
Yeah.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
Robert, you obviously haven't met me.
Yeah, he's never seen me steer. He doesn't know how bad I actually am.
That's awesome.
But no, you dial it back a little bit without sandbagging.
Yeah.
Because it happens more often than you think. Not very well, but
it's kind of Harrison. I will try to participate next time. If I have the time, I will definitely try. I will try. The keyword try to participate.
he won't win, but he'll try.
Yeah, and it's okay, right?
I don't think you're allowed to
if
win.
not first or last. So
Yeah, we'll see.
That's
That's why I'm here.
ring about it. No, so now it looks like ROGII G8 is actually I saw something.
It looks like it's got a pretty good correlation.
It's got
going.
actually really good correlation over here, man.
ROGII G8 really likes to use the fault method in the
Rafa.
in the
That's
vertical section.
Yes. So here are the leaders right now, and actually I'll tell you a little bit about the colors, y'all. So those participants that are in red, what you'll see is in the top is the success score, and that is comprised of the two bottom graphs.
Mm-hmm.
The bottom left is the top 20 players who have the highest in zone percentage right now, 100%. Let's go. But we're curving, we're building. You'll see that change. But then on the bottom right, those are your top 20 players with the average, the highest average ROP, right? And those two are, you heard Steven say part of the rules, 75% weighted to the in zone percentage, 25% ROP, right? And we were actually talking about this, what I like to say is operations geologists, we're like the bridge between the gap of the subsurface team and the drilling engineers, right? Because the subsurface team, they have a goal. You want to have the highest in-zone percentage, right? But the drilling engineers, they want to drill fast, right? Their whole metrics are, let's drill this hole the quickest that we can.
Quick well's a cheap well.
Yes, quick well's a cheap well, right? And so it's like, get it done. Well, us as ops geos, we got to play, we're playing, tug of war, and we're the rope, you know what I mean? So we got to achieve both, you know what I mean? So that's where you come in, and why this event, we're weighting both, and then putting it in the top success score. So those that are in red are North America. Those that are in yellow are part of the Middle East, Asia, Africa, and Oceania region. And then South America, what's up, y'all? You're in green. So we got a South America leader up top.
Look at that.
I know. Come on, yo. But you'll see this change as time goes on. And we'll make sure that we get these trajectories up so we can see where all the wells are where all the contestants are steering relative to one another. There we go. So we're all about landing right here. Everyone seems to be pretty close. I mean, that looks like, what's the vertical track distance? Is that 50 feet? No, 60 to 20. That's 20 feet. So y'all are, everyone's within a really good spread, right? I mean, there
seems to be a consensus on where landing is.
It is, right? I guess, what is it? Individuals, what is it? Individuals are,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Collectives are smart.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A person is smart. People are dumb. This is the opposite.
Yep.
Wisdom of the crowd.
What's the Modern Family? Phil Dunphy.
Yeah.
I screwed sayings up
You
left.
got Phil energy written all over you, man.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad. But no, guys. Yeah, everyone looks like they're doing well. I'm actually liking to see this cluster. See,
we got a little shuffle going on.
It's kind of like golf, like Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where things come down, people shift, and we'll see that moving throughout this event. We'll go back and forth. Let's see how ROGII G8 doing.
Yeah,
Mike, can you put that on? I want to see how the Robati is. Can you zoom in a little bit on that? All right. And that correlation is not bad. Can you zoom in on the vertical track, Mike? Yes, that one right there. And zoom into the target top and base on the very far right. There you go. Put your mouse down. See where the red little triangle is?
Yeah.
Zoom into right there. There you go. Now pull that up to the middle. Not too much. Pull it out. Zoom out a little bit more. Yeah. A little bit more. Perfect. Now zoom out a tiny bit more. Perfect. Leave it right there. Now drag that up to the middle. So those wells are in the middle.
Ooh, little kink put in the well by ROGII G8. Drilling engineer is not going to like that.
Click and drag it up. No, up. Other direction. That's down. There you go. Put it in the middle. I want that yellow bar right in the middle of that. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Okay, so yeah, ROGII G8 looked like they.
I don't think I would win this competition.
I can't even work a screen, man. No, I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, there's a little kink in there. I mean, that right there is going to slow down the ROP.
Significant.
Right. So actually, in this thing, right. So we are assuming.
And look at that. Double up on it. Torque and drag just get killed in real life.
So what we're assuming right here in this event is that it's a traditional bend motor.
Yep.
I don't know what the bend is in this, but because of this traditional motor, I will. So Vaca is an easier basin. Okay, I've never actually drilled the Vaca, so I have no idea. But would love to, and I'd love to actually go out in the field out over there.
Hey, I wouldn't say no to that.
I would not say no to that. I think hint ROGII, I need to go over there and steer a well for you guys.
I think I can find some reason that I need to come along too.
But no, because of the bent motor, one of the things is when you make a change, there will be an assumption that you're going to slide. Okay. Now the degree of sliding, it will depend on how big of an inclination change you put in your target line, right? So that being said, do not put a huge kink in it because it will slow down your ROP. So your goal is obviously number one, stay in zone, but at what cost? You got to ask yourself at what cost, right? Because that's real life scenario. I'll tell you, I landed low one time and we cut up. Actually, no, I lied. We landed perfectly in zone, but I thought we were near the target top.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like, hey guys, we got to come down. So we were cutting down. And I'm like, and I'm like, okay, I'm not seeing the markers that I wanted to see. We got way too low. And I was like, dude, turn this thing around, kick it up. And yeah, I mean, the drilling engineers, needless to say, were not happy with me, but I couldn't immediately come up like 5 degrees to come up quicker. Cause that's going to put a mad Nike swoosh in there. And that's going to ruin when you're trying to come out of the hole. Right. So you might get stuck. And then we all know what happened when that happened. And sidetrack.
No one wants to sidetrack. I don't even like saying the word sidetrack.
No. Oh my gosh. Look at the leaderboard right now. We got now two South America.
Is this home court advantage? I see a good representation.
I do. Actually looks like North America. Okay, so one of the things too is like there will be structure in this, right? And so I was talking to Igor, our CTO, and he was telling me it was a great correlation that he made, right, with automation. And he said, your Tesla, when Tesla comes out with a self-driving car, they're going to do it on highways first, right? And then they're going to work towards the smaller streets and then even the back roads. Right now, ROGII G8 is still kind of in the highway vibe. We're starting to get off the highway in California. I call them freeways, but we're starting to get off. It's starting to get off a little bit. So it's learning more. It's getting better. And yes, I was going to say, I'll tell you, when I was at Noble, I was like, I don't want to do this robot thing, take my job. Just kidding. It won't. We're here to help, right? It's here to help. But
not training our replacements here.
No, absolutely not. And actually, with this, the auto steer and geo assist, we're not here to replace your job. Automation is in, and we're actually going to have a talk about automation later in the panel discussion during the halftime show. So stay on for that. But, automation is here to help our lives, help our day to day, right? I mean, you have automatic transmissions now. You know what I mean?
You're talking about Alexa.
Voice facial recognition. That's automatic. Street lights. There's not some person at the pole going, nope, turn green, nope, turn red, nope, turn green. It's either on time or even some of them are on wait and they switch depending on the time of day, based on traffic, all that kind of stuff. So automation is within our daily lives, left and right. I mean, you can set your coffee maker to, hey, make my coffee every morning.
Last night.
There you go. That is automation, right? So it's everywhere. It's so funny that like in our lives, we're super concerned about automation, like in our work lives, right? It's going to take over my job. It's going to take over my job. But in our day-to-days, it's everywhere. Quick reminder, we're going to do another one here. Social media, hashtag, let's go, baby. Steven, we're going to take one. Let's try it again.
GWC'22 hashtag.
All right, so we're rocking and rolling over here. We're having a good time. Remember, hashtag ROGII. hashtag GWC'22 and follow us. And then also tag ROGII, right? Tag ROGII. You can speak out loud. Like, you don't have to be quiet. You can say something. You can correct me if I'm saying something wrong. You know what I mean? It's okay. It's okay. So I'm gonna tag this right now, y'all. And apparently I haven't been doing the @ sign, so I've been doing it wrong, and it's okay. But let's go ahead, ROGII. There we are. Bang, done. Let me make this. Pull that over there. I'm gonna post it. Here we go, guys. Boom. So be sure to do that. Oh, leaderboard switching again.
South America still.
We got South America
Still
top
strong.
dog, but like, look, we got some of the Middle East, Asia, Africa, Oceania. I should call it
World.
Mayo.
Just call it the world.
MAO.
Oh, I like that.
We got Mayo coming up right there in the top 5, right? We got one North America. Let's go. I think that's player 26. We got player 148 leading the pack.
What up,
baby.
148? Killing it.
Come on, keep it going.
He's
looks
doing that
that's
by
the
ROP. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I think that's the ROP that's coming in. That's
He's found the
nice.
sweet spot.
Yep, found the sweet
They
spot.
found the
Stay in
sweet spot.
baby. Stay in that sweet spot. Make that smooth wellbore, right?
Yep.
That smooth wellbore.
Slow, smooth as
Oh,
fast.
look at ROGII. I mean, not bad. Can you zoom out on the vertical track? That's the one on the right. Nope. On the right.
The green.
With the green. Zoom out a little bit. I just want to see. Perfect. All right, that's dope.
Okay.
Nice. I just want to see the markers, you know what I mean? Checking it out, taking a look.
You know, that's a big kink in the well, and got out of zone a little bit, but were this the real world, I wouldn't lose any sleep over that. You get to see a good idea of what the dip's doing. You get to see some repeated section going on. It's perfectly salvageable.
Yeah, and actually, I would do that when I was so my expertise of geosteering was in the Delaware Basin.
Okay.
I've worked other basins. When I interned at Chesapeake, I worked in the Appalachian Basin. And then when I was doing my master's thesis, I was in the Anadarko. So I know what the rocks look like. I know how the rocks behave. I just never steered one of those wells. But in the Permian, at the top of our target, I called it the rabbit ear shales.
Every basin has a rabbit ear shale.
Rabbit ear shale. Great marker. So sometimes if I didn't know where I was, McGuffin. Sometimes I didn't know where I was, I'd go up.
Yeah.
Right. Because sometimes you get that. You
just see some
there's
section.
No correlation. It's like a muted gamma ray, and you're like, where the heck am I?
Yeah.
You need to see that marker.
Or if you just track and dip the whole way, like, yeah, we're good here, but I kind of would like a better idea.
Yes. Yeah. Because sometimes, I mean, that's a telltale of like, hey, are you actually doing a good job? If your wellbore is matching dip like 1-to-1, you gotta take it. Yeah, you're like, okay, something else is going on. I may not be in that spot. Yeah, I'm not that. But sometimes, like, I got stuck in those rabbit ear shales. Yeah. And we couldn't get out.
Yeah.
And we were in it, and we just stayed the whole well. So we were like a foot out of zone. So it was kind of like, dang, man. I was like, like 10% in zone and like, 90% out of zone, but it was only like a foot. So when we frack that, you're gonna blow that thing up anyway.
Well, in my experience, benches like that track well don't frack well. So I
track well, don't frack well.
Exactly. Just going for a whole rhyming thing on it.
I dig it.
So there's something to be said about set it and forget it in a well tracking bed like that, but it can have ramifications further down the road once you handed the well over. So seeing more section is good generally. So it's not so long as you're not seeing the entire interval over and over and over.
Definitely. Just again, another reminder: do not hit append on that target line. The data will push to it, so all you just have to do is move where you want it to go. Right.
How long is this lateral?
And I would say, Rafa, you are absolutely correct. It is automation is getting better day by day. It's learning, it's getting better. In its inception, it was kind of like a baby, right? But no, it's gotten much better. You asked how long is I've got it right here. Final verticals. It's going to be about 2,000 meters.
Oh man.
Okay. 2,000 meters.
I'll switch my brain over to metric.
Multiply by 3. That's what I do. Rough geology math.
Okay.
It's like from Celsius to Fahrenheit. I'm like, take that Celsius, multiply it by 2, and add 38.
There you go.
Even though the equation is Celsius times 1.8 plus 32. I just
Yeah.
it's like that joke. right? Where it's like you had an engineer, a geologist, and a geophysicist
Yeah,
going for the job interview. Have you heard this?
I think I have, but I
All
want
right,
to
so
hear
I'll
it.
tell you. So they go in and you go in there and the engineer's first and he goes, all right, simple question. See if you get the job. What's 2 + 2? The engineer says 4.0000000000001. Right? He's like, all right, very accurate. Good to know. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. We'll be in touch. Geologist comes in. He goes, all right, simple question. What's 2 + 2? The geologist says, somewhere between 3 and 5. You go, all right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. But, you know,
The answer's in there. Yeah.
the answer's in there. It will be in touch. Then come back, the geophysicist comes in. The guy says, all right, what's 2 + 2? He leans in and goes, what do you want it to be? that's like sides and squigglies, right? That's how it's like, what do you want it to be? I'll do it.
Yeah.
I just got some word, guys. We're about halfway through the lateral. Looking at the leaderboard halfway through, player 148 still holding strong, but it looks
Right
like
in
we
that
got,
sweet spot.
what is that? Player 26? Is that player 26 right there? The second one looking good. You're not too far behind.
Yeah.
Same thing. Oh, that's great view. Thank you. Player 85. Man, coming in hot. Ooh, shoot, we just had a leader change. 145 coming in there too. Player 51. Man, this is a close race for that top leadership board.
It's going to come down to the wire.
I mean, player
Late
148,
charges.
look, is crushing in zone percent. It looks like we got a lot of top dogs who have 100% in zone. So doing well there, guys. Player 51. Player, thank you for switching that over on me, Michael, because I can't see who's in now. So you got player 51, 114, 148, player 112, 177, 125. I can keep going. Good job on in zone percentage, y'all. But it looks like the differentiation of that, ROP.
Yeah.
ROP.
That 25% is crucial.
Producer Mike does need a mic.
Yeah.
Mikey Mike needs a mic. Will you go back to the sticks, brother? Getting some repeat data is always comfort. Yes, it
Brad's
is.
dropping knowledge.
Dude, Brad, thank you. You are, to the moon and back dropping knowledge.
Oh, wow. I like
that. Bro, you are absolutely correct, Brad. When you get that repeat data, oh my gosh, that's like, okay, I know what I'm
I can go to bed now.
Yeah, it's like, I know exactly what I'm doing. But yeah, if you look, there's not a widespread of the trajectories, right? Of where people are. I mean, it's not bad. You're getting some deviation, right? You are getting some players that might be dropping out low. But for the most part, I mean, it looks like the whole pack is sitting pretty.
There's some interesting paths being taken on the outliers.
I wonder what the technique is.
Yeah. I'd love to see.
It could be
their
the same thing,
screen.
like, hey, maybe the gamma rays, I don't know where I'm at. Let me go down. Let me see the full section. Then I can come back up, right?
That's something y'all should do in the future. Throw these people some more curveballs. Just make the gamma start to drift or cut out for several surveys.
There might be. They said there might be some.
Okay.
Structures in here, so there might be some potential faulting. I don't know. I don't know what this well looks like, but they said that there might be some structures in here. Okay. So you might get something where you're like in zone. All of a sudden, you get a weird character, and you're like, I haven't seen that. Yep. And that could be, one of the things. Hey, you see a little spike there that doesn't exactly correlate right at the top of the target. That doesn't based on ROGII G8's interpretation, right? That doesn't exactly correlate 1-to-1 to the type well, and that happens a lot.
Oh yeah,
I mean, especially I'll tell you in the Delaware, man. Yeah. Rocks do change.
If you're going 2-3 miles, rock's going to change over that.
Yes, and I did see that Geovision breeze in your hair. It's like on a dark desert. Oh, actually, speaking of
little eagles,
I hear. Yeah, I went and saw them live, dude, here in Houston. Amazing. But I hear we have a musician in the house.
Oh yeah,
and I hear there's another musician. I got to call you out on that.
I guess I shouldn't have opened my mouth. Yeah.
We got a compliment.
Did we? We got a compliment.
Oh wow.
Oh, I know, man.
Gotta toot your own horn a little bit.
Schmidt, I'm really excited to see how that multi-well comes out, dude. It's gonna be really, really cool. Because honestly, ROGII might, hate me for this, but when they first came out, when I was at Noble Energy, I was skeptical, right? As I've come in and seen how the auto steer, how it correlates, dude, I'm not gonna lie, it made me a believer. Yeah. So I wish I actually had it as an alternate insert for me while I was steering. And then with solo, you can be, because at Noble, we were an ops geo, but that wasn't our primary. We were in meetings, and especially in today's, world, we are asked to do more with little. We wear a lot of hats, right? We're doing a lot of things and watching rigs. So I wish I would have had it with my solo so then I can see it on my Starlight app when I'm in a meeting, right? You run auto steer, you see it and you're like, dude, okay, yeah, it's looking good. It's looking great. I'm proud of this. Or it's like, wow, this is not looking good. Yeah. Now I need to go do something and use my organic smart brain. You know what I mean? But at least it can help you, right? Yeah. Looking back at the leaderboard, man, 148 still playing strong, dude. 26. Oh man, 26 is coming up because you got fighting. I mean, that's 0.22%.
Yeah. No, this is going to come down to the wire.
Not a big spread. You got 9. Even the top 5.
Yeah.
I mean, you got
there's a bit of a step down after that, but those top 5, those are all within striking distance.
Man,
the entire top 10 really has got a chance at this.
I think it's going to come down. Like if it stays like this, I think it's going to come down to well too, man.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean? You got to keep it in zone on this one, though. If you're not 100% in zone, you're not going to have a chance.
Yeah, I mean. Keep that ROP, guys. Keep that ROP in that sweet zone. Keep it going good. Keep it going nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm loving this, man. This is awesome. Yes, Michael, thank you for putting that up. Again, thank you so much to our sponsors. Geovision, you're out in Jamaica having a great time with the breeze, steering in great winds. Hopefully y'all have a Mai Tai in hand. Because I wish I had one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get us some Mai Tais at halftime.
It'll be beer 30, here soon. Okay. Thank you so much, Core Geologic. They will be on at halftime. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. Edge, thank you so much, guys. Y'all are doing it right, as well as Terra Guidance. We just had the chat from them. So thank you so much, sponsors. Y'all rock. See what I did there?
Yeah.
And then we have Beloy. Thank you so much. And MCWL, y'all are dope. Thank you so much. My boy's part of MCWL, so gotta give a shout out to him.
Got to rep your buds.
Gotta represent the homies. Rolling with the homies. Awesome. No, I'm digging this, guys. So yeah, tell me a little bit more. Where your expertise in your basins, like where have you worked in your career?
So I came up in.
Where'd you start? Did you always work with Geo7?
No. I came up with Freeport McMoran.
Okay, all right. How long ago?
I think I started over there 2012 while I was going through grad school as an intern, hired on full time.
You know what, Kim Hendricks? I think she was at Freeport. Maybe not.
In multiple different offices. There was the Lafayette office.
She was an RE.
Okay, they had their own different floor. It was very, very siloed. But we were doing Eagleford at the time. So I came up, started doing Eagleford wells, made some good mistakes that
who doesn't?
Yeah, trained me up real quick.
Yes.
And then I, got out of ops for a little bit, did some consulting, and found my way over to GeoSouthern in 2018.
Nice.
Been working Haynesville, Bossier, Chalk, little Eagleford and stuff here and there. We're looking all over, but my main ops are Haynesville and Austin Chalk.
Nice. All right. What? Wait, this is news to me.
ROGII 8. Don't call it a comeback.
A ROGII 8. Top 20?
Wow.
Let's go back to that leaderboard. Let's check this out.
I don't think it'll appear.
Yeah, ROGII 8 right there. Do you see it?
Oh, climbing up the leaderboard.
Man, I think so. Right now, what I'm seeing is more what the biggest weight, right? ROGII 8 in zone percentage. They got a 95. ROGII 8's got a 95% in zone. Yeah. Wow. There you go, guys. There you have it. I'm very impressed. The robot.
Yeah. That is very cool.
Oh, no, that's awesome history, dude. So you've seen a lot of things. You've been a lot of places. That's dope, dude.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, and you steered those, right? You steered in those activities. Mm-hmm. All right. What was? Tell me a little bit about one of your worst experience, your worst wells, trouble wells that you. Because I got a few of them.
Yeah, real early on, over at Freeport, we were drilling an Eagleford well. And back then, it was just the target is the lower Eagleford, that whole 100-foot section. Like you just
was whatever.
Just hit it and go. Tell them if they're getting too high or low. And at the time, we were just, we would plan it, just hit the peak and the seismic, and that's it. And I guess it was just one well was targeted 100 feet too low. Never caught it until we landed. Saw that Buddha come in and sidetrack. No. It was middle of the night. I'm in the town. I got to drive back to Houston and explain myself Monday morning. So that put the fear of God in me. about landing low specifically. So I started playing it safe after that.
You were like, hey, I don't want you were erring on
Yeah,
let's not.
And a little too much. When I got back into it, you start 50 feet high and ease them down until they were like, come on, man, give us a solid target to hit. So
the other thing too about that is the overcorrecting too. Like when you get in, and it's so easy because I did something. We landed low. We actually weren't getting the builds and we landed low, but based on our the offset, it wasn't going to be an issue. We had 6 type wells around us. We're like, it's not going to be an issue. The only thing that we had, and this was in the Delaware and on our western acreage, and we were drilling east-west, we landed about, I think it was like 10 feet deep. And I actually was traveling, so I handed that well off to my friend, Heather Willems. Got to give a shout out. What's up, girl? She's over in Chevron now. But I was like, Heather, will you watch this while I'm on the plane? You know what I mean? I'm flying, I'm traveling, I'm here. She's like, yeah. So she lands it. She's like, we landed low. We're cutting up. We saw that little blip of a carbonate, little 4 feet. We drilled 2,000 feet of carbonate. And we got up to a 93-degree ink. The drilling engineers were not happy with me. ROP was down to he was going anywhere from 5 feet an hour to 20, and they were pissed. Yeah. Where are we? Are you going to drill out the surface? All this thing. They're giving me a hard time, right? And I was like, to be truthful, guys, I have no idea where we're at. But because of Starks here, they had the type well thickness. Yeah. I got to model different scenarios. One of my scenarios was a thickening carbonate body. Even though it wasn't in any of the 6 type wells, it all showed us this little blip carbonate. Boom. We actually, after we TD'd the well, we saw some shale. So then we turned it over. Okay. And I was like, well, based on that, I think this is what's going on. We got seismic in a month later. Guess what it showed? Thickening carbonate body. I had to map that bad boy, and it was just a small little blip of. I was so pissed. With
the thickness change tool, is that what you're talking about?
With that thickness change tool, I was able to thicken it out during drilling. You can go a little crazy, but again, 100% landing low is great for drilling down dip, because then you could just say, hey, go 90, we'll hit the zone, and then go down. You don't even need to overcorrect that much. Just raise it a degree. Up dip wells. That's a different story. Yeah.
You're chasing your tail for the shot.
Yeah. You are like a dog going around. You may never even catch it, to be honest. And I've done that before, and it's not a fun thing. But sometimes it's out of your control, right? Sometimes there's mechanical issues with the tool, and it's just not getting build rates, right? Like at Noble, we built all of our wells off 10s in the curve. Yeah. And I know some companies will do it like, hey, they do some weird step where it's 8, here, and then they'll go to 10 and then 12 and then back out. And you know what I mean? They do some weird thing. We do 10s. But yeah, it's, you try the best, but sometimes there are things that are out of your control and you can't really do anything about it. Just got some word, guys. 10 to 12 minutes remaining in this well. Keep pushing through. Man, let's go back to that leaderboard. With 10 to 12 minutes, anything is still possible. We've got some shake up. Wow, ROGII 8 is now.
What happens if ROGII 8 wins the whole thing?
Then the machine is going to get the trophy. I'm just kidding. No. I don't know if that.
Oh, he dropped back down already.
Okay, so he dropped the pressure. He dropped far. Yeah, we said his name. He freaked out. He or she freaked out. I don't know. But yeah, look at that. We've got player 26 now taking the lead, but honestly by 0.08.
Yeah.
Wow. Player 26 and 148. Y'all are neck and neck.
The top 3 is really
that's like Ricky Bobby and
Jean Girard. Yeah.
They're going.
The Perrier car is coming right up on you.
Steak and bacon, Perrier. Let's go.
Magic man.
But player 114, you're not too far behind. I mean, top 3 are looking good. Man, ROGII 8 again just dropped up, went up in the score again. Wow, top 20.
That's crazy.
I think that's actually historic. Wow, for our mechanical brethren.
Okay.
To be honest, I don't think they've ever been top. It's ever been top 20.
You know what? I'm happy for them.
I'm happy for the machine too. I don't think it knows. I don't think it's now that
now we're getting
Alexa's not listening. Then Skynet happens. I always say thank you to my Alexa.
You need to. That's just polite.
My wife kind of laughs at me, but I'm like, just saying. Yeah. One day it's gonna have record of me being nice. That's all I know. But so what's carrying ROGII 8 is in zone percentage, not ROP, because it's not top 20 in ROP. So that's actually very interesing.
Okay. No,
I mean, that shows you the weight, the 75% weight, right? That's what's keeping ROGII 8 in the thing. ROGII 8 knows all. It's Skynet. Yeah. Skynet. It can happen.
It will.
Nice two machines.
Matter of time.
Nice two machines. But no, I'm liking this. We do have some interesting, wellbore paths.
Yeah.
But I ain't mad at it because I had one like the one that swoops down kind of far in the middle. And like that instance that I told you, I thought we were high. So I was like, go down, go down, go down. And the character, when I was like, it's not going down.
Mm-hmm.
And it just only happened because what happened is in the top of the target, it was very symmetrical, the top and the bottom. There was a hot peak that was in the middle of the target that I was looking for.
Yeah.
We never saw it. I pulled in another type well. I was like, well, what could it look like this? And my buddy Marcos, he was at Reservoir Group. Love that guy. Shout out to Marcos.
What up, Marcos?
What's up, baby? But he was the one, he was working and he was like, yo, bro, I think, and we were using the second one. He's like, we could be lower. And I was like, oh, don't tell me that. So we looked at it. Yeah, we were low and it was a very big swoop. And I'm like, oh man, I hit up my drilling engineer. I'm like, bro, you're going to hate me. We got to cut up. We got a comment? All right.
That's a big...
we won't. We'll make sure that no managers see that. Okay. It's a fluke. I'm just kidding.
The cat's out of the bag, Brad. There's no going back.
Yeah. If they're watching this,
polish up that resume.
But what it is again, we want it to help, not replace, right? Because you still, with ROGII, you still got to set up some parameters.
Right.
Machines are still in its infancy, right? You know what I mean? So we're in that thing like with analytics, and AI and all that stuff. You got to give the machines the information, right? And so if it doesn't have the information, it's just going to go willy-nilly. You got to give it some sort of bounds and say, hey, look for this, do that, whatever. So even with the auto steer, you have to put in, like, you can either say put it in with regional dip or have it follow a grid. You know what I mean? And then what kind of deviation from that either grid or dip do you want to give the machine, right? So it's not just like, hey, go, so they still need the organic human brains. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Looks like ROGII 8's even falling deeper, right? So I think, us fluffing the machine heard it, and our human friends were like, nah, forget this. We're coming in hot. Let's go.
Can we switch back to the ROGII?
Can we go back to that insert?
They've got a massive,
look at that big segment,
2,000 meter segment. I don't know how many meters that actually is, but makes me think he's drilling dip right now.
It looks like it. And if you look at the correlation on the vertical track, Mike, will you go to the target top, put your mouse right at where it's the blue line on the vertical track? To the right? Down? There you go. Zoom in right there a little bit. So do you see that peak that just?
Yeah.
All right, ROGII 8.
See how he handles it.
Do you see the blue segment right there?
Yeah.
I think that's a repeat section.
Yeah.
Based on this interpretation, right? So ROGII 8, if I were you, I'd probably put a new segment in there and see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Break it up, man. We'll see. Yeah. Step your game up, ROGII 8.
Ooh, look, 2 out of zone moments. And I said the first one, that's not the end of the world. You can still make a good well, too. You're going to have to answer some questions.
I know. I don't know if ROGII 8 heard my clue, right? Of like, hey, dude, think of a 89.5 regional dip.
You've been feeding it answers this whole time?
No?
Yeah. Okay. I, for one, welcome our robot overlords, man.
Remember, hashtag, guys. Hashtag. Oh. For those of you who know me, I don't wear my sex pants out.
You those are great angles, though, man. Yeah, I see why you do it.
I do.
You can keep these caged.
No, you got the ROGII socks. Show everyone your socks.
You can't really see it from that far, but
Dude, I love it.
thank you for giving me some free socks.
Yeah.
All the rest of mine had holes in them. So
yeah. Mine do too. Where my feet going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Do you see it? Look. Oh dude, step your game up, dude.
Yeah.
If I was a manager, I'd be like, don't like that inter.
Not one bit.
Do not. And I think, to be honest, it might be a little higher out of zone than where even the blue, because that's a pretty high peak. It's probably where a little bit above. It's just below that hot peak, I think, is where you're seeing that cool.
That shoulder right before that.
Yeah. Hey, bringing back them ROGII socks. Yeah, he is, dude. He rocks them. I've got them too. I rock them dirty. but it's, you know,
You go.
I'm from California.
You
guys.
rock the no socks.
I do rock
Nah.
those. Yeah. I'm from California. Usually we wear flip flops out there. You know what I mean? Wear them rainbows,
Yep,
and that's
yep.
that's our jam. You know what I mean? Okay. Ooh. Okay. Player 26 pulling up just a little bit. Player 148 still close in the game. Player 114 keeping it going, yo.
Okay.
But you could see now there's only 3 contestants.
Yeah.
That have 100% end zone percentage. Get it going.
And I have a feeling those are our leaders.
Yes. 114, 148, and 26.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
But
End zone
26, but
percentage
if you look
definitely.
at 26, has the highest ROP. That's why 26 is in the league. Because
There you
26
go.
is actually, well, they're all 100, but that's the differentiator of those 3.
Yep.
Player 156 is in top 20, and he's actually in his or her region number 1.
There you go.
Keep it going, baby. Keep it going. We got player 26, numero uno, representing North America,
USA.
South America. Let's go. Come on. Dude, I'm loving this, guys.
And this
Good
is gonna
stuff,
be a
people.
hell
Good
of a
stuff. Oh, now
finish.
we're getting some deviation. Look at that. Now
Yeah.
so I wonder if there's some structure.
It looks like just looking at what ROGII G8's modeling, there's got to be some.
Yes.
No.
Can you go back to the Starlight, Michael? Yeah, thank you so much, brother.
He
And
still
can
doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, I still thinking. Can you zoom in a little bit where your mouse is? No, yeah, right there. Just a little bit. Zoom in. Okay, right there. Nice. Okay, yeah. I think there's. Well, I think there might have been some structure, and I think definitely there might have been. I don't know. There might have been a potential fault there.
Could be. That's a really sharp contact.
Because if you see where he was back earlier,
yep,
and then you see the strong spike, there might have been now.
Could have been.
Not saying there is, not saying there isn't. There could have been some, some random regional structure, but there might have been a slight little fault there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And given what the wellbore has done over that one segment, it's dropped down. So if you were to bring that thing up where we want to put it on there, that the geology just doesn't work.
And if you look, and if you look at the gamma ray, it stayed relatively consistent.
Yeah.
Right. But you had a high spike and it went straight because it thought it was a long, falling structure. Right. And it clearly looks like it because there's no character, because above that hot peak is a cool. Below that, it cools off to much shallower gradient, but it stayed flat. And then it went down again and still stayed.
Yep.
Right. So now that makes me suspect that there might have been a subtle fault that put ROGII G8 above the target, and it is drilling in that hot peak.
Yep, I agree.
So that's and it went down, stayed in that hot peak. So I think there might be a subtle down dip. I think ROGII G8 needs to come down more.
Yep, I agree.
I'm interested to see, and I wonder what everyone else's final product.
I wish we could flip to everyone else's interpretation. That feels like an invasion of privacy, but
it does. But I would love to see it too.
It's so cool.
So interested, so interested. But wow, yeah. So there has to be some sort of structure too, because you could see very early on in the beginning, there were a lot of 100% end zoners.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, something happened that put people out of zone. Right.
And significantly, there's no one within 5% of 100 other than the top 3.
Yeah. So I think there had to have been something that put people out of zone. That just makes me suspected that there's some sort of structure going on there. Ooh, I'm interested. I'm very interested. This is getting excited. Are there any other comments? There should be a comment box at TD on your screen, guys. So once it TDs, there should be a comment box, and I believe it tells you what your end zone percentage is, and then what your ROP is. So yes, there should be one that comes up on your screen. And then actually right afterwards, what we'll do is we'll put up that leaderboard, and then we'll announce who the leaders are in their specific regions for the first well. Okay, so be ready for that. Stay tuned for that, man.
We should be coming up on TD any minute. Right?
Yes, we're really close to TD. We had some people that kind of dropped off, went super low. Look at that.
Oh wow, yeah. Who is that? Player 196. Explain yourself.
Explain yourself. Why are you dropping low? Okay, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
They're seeing something.
You got 131, 134 dropping low. Yeah, if you zoom in, ROGII 8, I think dropping too. If you go back to that leaderboard, I don't think it's top 20 anymore, right?
I don't see him on there.
Top 20 on any of them. Yeah.
Okay.
So there had to
Score
be
one for the humans.
Yeah, there you go. Humans, machines, humans prevail. Humans versus machines and man versus food.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. I got my references.
Yeah, your references are out of this world. Everyone knows that, man.
All right. Do we have an update on how much longer, or was that was an earlier note? Okay. Yeah, we should be coming up on TD here shortly.
Got a little FMI up top.
Yeah, that is. So we do have a dynamic image log, and then there is also an image log in there. So we use smiles and frowns to help you out.
Okay. A lot of tech on this well.
We do, and ROGII can handle it. Starsteer can handle it.
Very cool.
Yeah, baby. All right, looks like there is about maybe a one more data push. I'll just say plus or minus. So we're really close here.
Yeah. Home stretch, y'all.
Yes, we're home stretch. We're almost there. We're really excited, and yes, you can see, as ROGII support said, Adam, there will be a comment box with the score at TD. So it'll show up on your screen. Looks like ROGII G8 just kind of like gave up.
Yeah.
It's like,
I've been there.
Yeah.
No.
Just can't even. Sorry, Doc.
When you get that close to TD, you know there's not much you're going to do to affect the outcome. Just strap in.
This is what my old boss used to say. Hold 90.
That's it.
Yeah. You have a few hundred feet, just hold 90.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Most important words the drilling engineer wants to hear from you.
I think my boy Arden Renzi, if you're listening, I don't think you are, but if you are, hold 90, baby. What were you going to say? You can say. Hold on. Oh, yes. Go to the settings wheel. All right, guys, we're going to show you top right. We're going to show you dark mode. Boom.
Whoa.
So Starlight does, and if you click out, just so it closes that thing, there you go. This is your dark mode, peeps. So if you are steering in the middle of the night and you don't want that harsh white light, turn this bad boy on.
My wife is going to love this. Is this going to be on Starsteer as well?
Bum, bum, bum.
You're kidding me. Okay. I can neither confirm nor deny.
I can neither confirm nor deny without the presence of my superior.
Okay.
But I tell you, from what I heard, they are working at it.
Okay. That would be the biggest.
That'd be awesome. That'd be the bee's knees.
ROGII G8.
That'd be the bee's knees.
Yeah, it would. Cat's meow.
Purple. It's the bottom track right there that you're showing.
Oh, okay.
It's so you see it, starting from the top, you got that horizontal track 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one just above the geosteering.
Yeah.
To the right. Nope, to the left. Now go up. No, with your mouse, just move it. The bottom track.
Yeah, the bottom of those four.
Keep going. That one right there, brother. So those 4 tracks are called horizontal tracks because they're horizontal, and then the far 2 right ones are vertical tracks. So they're vertical, and then you got your geosteering. Oh, yes. We do have a short course coming up. We have an intermediate course. So if you are, beyond a beginner, more intermediate,
I might have to go.
You might have to sign up for it to learn more about the workflows within Starsteer, some little tips and tricks. They might show you some hotkeys. See? Boom. That's where we said we were. That's what we said we thought it was.
I wonder where we would have been on the leaderboard. Probably not on it.
1.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Just kidding. 22.
Big head over here.
You were crushing it. 98%, dude. Oh, man.
26. What's up, man?
All right. So I do have to give a shout out to 114, 148, and 26. Well, everyone who's participated, I'm giving you all a shout out and thank you for doing it. Guys, that well is TD'd. We are done.
Pencils
so I
down.
have to give you guys pencils down. Yeah, pencils down, heads down, turn it in. You get out of the classroom. We are done. Wow. Okay. So I have to give a shout out to the 3 who are 100% in zone percentage. That is awesome.
Yeah, well done.
I'll tell you, I have a handful of wells that were 100%. I'm not going to lie. I think a majority of them were 90%. 100% is tough to do. So good job, y'all. 148, 26, 114, 100% in zone. But everyone else, I would say everyone who's 80 and above, great job. We'll have the results in about 5 minutes. ROP, man, player 26.
That's the differentiator, man.
Yeah, that is so cool. That seems to be the differentiator. They are calculating the results. Who are the top the top players? So at least by region. So guys, great job on round 1. We are super excited about it. Just a reminder of the giveaways for those who win the overall, and you're the Geosteering 2022 Geosteering World Cup. You're going to get this trophy and this sweet,
Very sweet. DJI Mini 2.
Yeah, DJI Mini 2 drone.
Yeah.
Super sweet, guys. And also the winners, I think it's the overall winners, right, of each region. You will also get a drone.
Just handing out drones.
Just handing. You get a drone. You get a drone. You get a drone. You get a drone. So guys, we are here at the halftime show. So everyone who participated, thank you so much. The Core Geologic interview is coming up here in just a few minutes. It'll be here from 2:05. So we just got about 5 minutes, and we're gonna 12:05. Did I say 2:05?
Yeah,
I said 2:05.
There's a 2 in there.
It's Tuesday. There's a 2 in there. Yeah. We're good. We're good. It'll come up here at 12:05. Be about a 10-minute interview, and then we've got a panel discussion. So in that panel discussion, we are going to talk about 2 topics, right? Advancements in technology, and I want to talk about automation. I mean, we can talk about ROGII D8, right? You know what I mean? How well it did, and then all of a sudden it didn't do so hot, right? But we can talk about the advancements in technology as well as cloud-based solutions and how both of those are making their way in the oil and gas industry, specifically geology, right? And I'm going to tell you this right now, and we'll cover this in the panel discussion, but you may not know this, but, you know, you create a map based on those points. That's automation right there.
Yeah.
You know, how often do geologists hand contour these days?
Oh, man.
Kind of a rarity. And it's kind of unfortunate.
For me.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. But like, I used to get out there in school. Like,
I miss my colored pencils, man.
Yes. Prismacolors.
Yeah, dude.
It was expensive.
Yeah. Feel like an artist.
Yeah. Those were expensive.
Those were the days.
They were the days. Hopefully we got some of the core guys waiting in the hall, so we'll bring them on here shortly. Not yet. No, we'll bring them on in a minute. But just want to reiterate again the hashtag. So please take your photos of you steering wherever you're at, your home offices, tag ROGII, give us a hashtag ROGII and a hashtag GWC'22 because we will be handing out prizes for those who do that, and they're the Apple AirTags. Do you know anything about those AirTags?
I do. Got one in my bag right now.
I don't. I'm going to buy like 20 of them.
They're awesome. I put one on my dog, dude.
Yeah, put one in the car in case that car goes missing, right?
Yeah.
I need to put them on like my controller.
Yeah.
I lose controllers.
Put them on your keys.
Put them on keys.
Yeah.
Put on my dogs.
I did that.
Did you?
Yeah.
They have one?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Yeah. I know. No more lost sign. You just like find my dog.
He's too precious to not be tracked.
Dude,
Yeah.
I love it, dude. What's your dog's name?
Paul.
Paul? That's the human
It's a person's name.
name. Paul. So quick at it, man. Mine's Oliver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a couple of old men.
The other one is Pepper.
Okay.
Pepitas. I call it Pepitas. It's like black lab and a corgi mated and had this like
that's probably what happened.
Stumpy black lab. Yes.
Yeah.
Super cute. And like when she, dogs put their paws up, their paws usually go over their head.
Yep.
Her paws are under here. So
little CeeLo green arms.
Yeah, it's so cute and so funny, man. I love it, dude. I love it. All right, so we are coming up. We are coming up on our sponsor talk. So, Core Geologic again. We're gonna bring them in here. Awesome folks. I
from Core coming on.
We got Dan Lowry. I think we got Rod. Is it Rod? Yeah.
Rod and Dana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, bro. It's gonna be fun.
Guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
They helped me get over at GeoSouthern. I contracted through them. For,
get out of here. You got placed in there, and then you were like, "Hey guys, I'm out. I'm gonna work here full time."
Exactly right, dude.
Oh, so we got you the job, and you were like, "I'm here. Yeah, I'm out of here. Thank you.
Y'all can still cover nights for me."
Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. All right, so the answer interpretation has been pushed to all the users. So take a look. You can see the answers. You can check it out and see how well you did.
Hey, pull that up.
And the results will be posted shortly. So thank you again, everybody, for the great first round. We're super stoked about it, man. Super, super stoked about it. Once we get it in, I think it'll be in the Slack chat, right? I think who the winners will be. So I'll make sure that I pull that up too, just so I have it on my computer here. So I don't have to be like squinting to be like, oh, where is it? All right, I got to scroll down. Okay, cool. So, I think we need to quickly bring them on. So once in between, guys, in between the interview and the panel discussion, I will let you know who the winners are, and then we'll bring on the panelists for the panel discussion. So without further ado, oh, there they are, baby. Come on,
Hey,
man.
guys.
We got our core geologic folks on right here. Hello. How are y'all doing today?
Good day.
Hey, Steven, how are you?
I'm not so bad, Dano. How are you?
Not too bad. It's good to see
How's
you.
Denver?
It's good, man. September weather, so absolutely beautiful. You know, you can
Awesome.
80 degrees and 50 degrees in the morning. You can't beat that.
Hey Keith, I heard you like corgis.
Oh, dude, I love corgis.
Who doesn't like corgi? Oh, look at that. I like that corgi.
Oh, come on. Look at the dude. So I wanted to buy a corgi, and we have one of those like filing cabinet homes in Houston, you know, that's like super popular. And apparently those are like bad on you know, corgi's back.
All the stairs.
All the stairs, yeah, because they're long and stumpy and kind of heavy. But we ended up rescuing our dog, and that's why we have one that's kind of like a corgi, and she's got like a little corgi butt too. But those are, man, the cutest. I even followed like, what was it, corgi Instagram, right? Where it showed they look like loaves of bread and stuff. Like so cute, dude. I love corgis, dude.
They're
So
smart, dude.
all right, y'all, please introduce yourselves so the audience knows who y'all are.
Daniel Lowry, I'm the president of Core Geologic.
And I'm Rod Manzo. I'm the VP Operations for Core Geologic.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're really stoked. I don't know if you saw first round, but it was really good. There was
there at the end.
Yeah,
That was intense.
Yes, it was. So please tell us a little bit about Core for those who are chimed in and don't know about you. But I mean, you guys have a pretty big presence, right?
Yeah, I'll kick things off, just kind of where we're at. So geosteering, contract operations, petrophysics, geophysics. We've got a data science team that we've built up. Geomodeling. We're doing a lot of, large basin-wide subsurface projects for, due diligence on acquisitions and scouting. Obviously, geosteering is, about 65% of the business right now. So that's
Nice.
our primary focus, always has been. We've always had a more holistic approach, more of a G&G team approach to geosteering, because most of us are coming from the operations and down into geosteering, not the mudlarking side up to it. So that's kind of, we started out as a very boutique company. It's part of the reason why we started working for GeoSouthern and Steven so early, is just focused on assets that were very demanding, need a higher degree of technical service. And then we just expanded from there.
Nice. No, that's awesome. And you guys have a really big presence, right? In the lower 48. I mean, you guys have a lot of wells.
We got a milestone achievement coming up probably in October, I think. So we'll probably top 100 active rigs in the U.S.
Wow. That's awesome, guys.
That's huge.
So you got to let me know when you get there, and we gotta celebrate for you guys. So if you're in Houston, we'll grab a beer, we'll play a round of golf or something like that.
We'll have our centennial party soon.
We're gonna have a big party, trust me. So we just haven't figured out exactly where or when yet. So we're waiting. But
I mean, I heard like
we'll do a big
images.
announcement on LinkedIn and all that too.
Yeah. So Brad gave you guys a shout out. You see that? Brad loves you guys.
Thanks,
y'all
Brad.
are amazing.
Thanks, Brad.
Thanks, Mr. Moon.
Yeah. Want to say that, if you guys ever want to come back to Houston, we can do it at the Texas pool.
Oh, it'll be in Houston. Absolutely.
We'll be in Houston. I heard Mr. Fraser likes the Heights Beer Garden, so maybe we can book them out.
I could walk there. Let's do that.
Heights Beer Garden is amazing.
Yeah, that's a great spot.
Love that spot. I used to live over there. It's
a good spot.
Well. Yeah.
Good selection.
They are just about to open another one on Washington, so heads up for that.
Really?
Perfect. We'll hit that one.
Rod, is that Rod? You're in Houston, right?
Yeah, I'm in Houston, Dan's, and our head office is in Denver. Operations is all pretty much down in Houston.
Okay. So how do you guys deal with? You guys work remote, right? Everyone works remote as well. So how does that work with you guys? And did the pandemic affect you guys much, or were you guys pretty much ready to go since you work remote?
No, it shut us down. I mean, we had migrated everybody back into the office in Houston in like early 2020. It was impeccable timing on
February
it.
2020. Yeah.
Yeah, February
Oh,
2020. So we had like
so like
20,
right
20
before.
some people in there. Yep. And then shut it down like 6 weeks later. So then we
That was
just,
like
we had a lot of, there was
yeah.
a lot of demand from clients to put everybody into an ROC center at that time. So that's what we were doing. It was on the behest of them. And then now everybody's kind of laxed off on that. So we're in the process of moving personnel back in there, but it's been slow. So everybody's on hybrid schedules, but we do have a lot of consultants, like our senior consultants that have been with us, you know, through multiple companies at this point. I mean, they're all still working remotely.
Nice. Nice. So actually, you know, I guess COVID kind of helped out too, right? So it's kind of like, hey, yeah, now y'all can work from home, work remote. We can collaborate. You know what I mean? I guess
we slowed down on the operations, and it helped us to focus and chime in on our developments and project work. So it was a little bit, you know, it was a little bit of a slowdown and refocus and see where the company can invest in other activities. So yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
nice.
so you have the ability to kind of build off of a blank slate, right? So all the lessons learned from the prior 4 years, I mean, we really actually, you know, because we deconstructed everything, so we were able to sit down and, you know, we had like 5 months to discuss over vodka what we were going to do with the company. So we just kind of built up a new plan and then kicked it off with a different structure. So overall, I'd say where we're at now compared to where we were then, we're in a much better place.
That is absolutely amazing. And you know, we were talking a little bit earlier when we were talking to Air Guidance about how, you know, people now want to like work from home. You know, it's, what do they call it? The Great Resignation or something? Because a lot of people are starting to like resign. That's hard to find good talent, and you kind of got to now like shift your model. So working remote's actually really awesome. And I think, you know, I'm going to give ROGII kind of a pat on the back with their solo, being able to, you know, have that. So now you all can stay in touch with your clients via solo and work in the same projects. I think it's awesome. Yeah. But you know, you mentioned, 65% is geosteering, but the other percentage is like, you know, your contract work. I know this is a geosteering event, but can you elaborate more on the other side of business that you guys do? I mean, I just want the audience to know what else you do, right?
I mean, you know, right now we just picked up our first carbon capture storage project. So we're doing I'm doing all the project management for it. So all the data acquisition, reservoir characterization work, lining out the wireline program, core analysis, core acquisition. We're doing all the reservoir characterization, all the petrophysics, all the geophysics, all the geology. And then we're also advising on the actual drilling side as well. So we've got, you know, we always have smaller clients like that where we step in a more prominent role. And those are my projects. I mean, that's my background. So that's what I like to do. And then just on like pure geology, oil and gas related, I mean, we've got, you know, independent petrophysics group. We've got a couple of petrophysicists on the team now. So they work on a project by project basis. We've done big exploration geology projects that, you know, we're looking at, you know,
like offshore
1,000 square miles of prospecting. I mean, it doesn't really matter what it is, but whatever the clients are willing to outsource or don't have that team internally with the operator to do, then we'll pick up the slack. So
awesome. No, that's really cool. Petrophysics, I didn't know that. That's really good. Do you guys do any offshore stuff with, I know you said exploration projects. Is it all domestic onshore?
No, mostly it's all U.S. onshore. So we're moving in that direction. Obviously, you know, the sales team we have put together in their background. So ultimately that's where we're going. But that's a long process. So
but it's nice to see it come into fruition. Dan and I visioned this, you know, 6 years ago, that we didn't want to just be a one-trick pony. And now that we're getting, I mean, we've had our hands in soliciting bids for solar farms and real estate for, you know, people have called us and asked for geotech work, stuff like that. I have been talking to actually some engineers about a wind farm project offshore, like wind turbine. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We're, like I said, we always want to be multifaceted, and we envisioned this 6 years ago. Geosteering took off, and that's our bread and butter. But we love taking on anything else that we can.
Yeah, we're
I mean,
even
I'm gonna
doing
tell
some
you,
geothermal prospecting on the Gulf Coast, believe it or not.
I'm going to tell you, I mean, that's the name of the game right now, especially with the environment and the way we need to go, right? Like doing either, the alternatives or carbon capture. I mean, getting on that now, that's going to set you guys up and prime you guys to be, in a very good position, right? So I got to say this, we got to get, we're going to wrap up now because we got the panel discussion coming up here. If you can go to the thing, we will have, bring up your Word document. No, bring up your Word document. Yeah, I'm lying. No, not that. I just want to say, stick around because we have the panel discussion that we're going to that we're going to jump into right now. But stick around because we have Well 2 coming up, right? And with Well 2, right before that, we will have we will tell you about the rules and all that kind of stuff. But results are in, guys. So now Michael, pull that up. I was like, no, I wasn't. I'm like, you gave me a teleprompter, and I'm like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say. You took it away. I'm like, oh no. All right, guys.
I'm Ron.
So these are the results of round 1. Player 26, 98.74. Player 148, 98.2. North America coming in first place right now. South America following up. Player 114 coming in third. Player 69. I mean, if you look at this spread, man, that's a close spread, guys. We got, I think so Argentina is number 2. And I think I said, is it Qatar or Qatar? Don't hate me, but someone over there, player 156, crushing it at 90%. Good job there. We got Saudi representing too with an 88%. And we got our brethren just up north. Canada brethren over there, 86. Another Saudi rep over there with 80. Good job, y'all. Very, very, very good job. Keep it up. We're really excited about round 1. But let's wrap up this leaderboard because the conventional round 2 is coming up after our panel discussion. Please stick around because we're going to have some really good, thoughtful conversation. Let me invite our folks who are going to be a part of the panel. We've got, I believe, 3 folks. And maybe a little bit more, but we got an individual from Terra Guidance. We have someone from Geovision, and we have someone from Core Geologic. So please, without further ado, Mike, let's bring them in. Let's start this panel discussion. Let's have a good time. Yeah. You ready, Steven?
Let's do it.
Let's start Brainiac stuff.
Start panels.
What is going on, y'all? How are you doing?
Howdy.
Hey, how are you doing, Keith?
You guys can hear us loud and clear?
Yep, you're good.
Awesome.
Some familiar faces.
I was about to say, yeah, long time no see, Dan and Rod. We just saw y'all. So thank y'all for joining. We got John, Terra Guidance, back in action. And we got our friends over at Geovision representing. Look at them in their Hawaiian shirts, even though they're in Jamaica. Dude, I love it. They're out there in Jamaica having a good time. I don't see a Mai Tai in your hand. I'm kind of bummed about that.
Yeah, we specifically said Mai Tais, but
it's
okay.
Oh man, so how are y'all doing out there? Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for joining this panel discussion.
Water very distracting.
Yeah.
Don't blame you.
Well, thank you so much for joining this panel discussion. We're really excited to have this. We have 2 main topics that we want to talk about. And we'll start with one, the advancements in technology. This was one thing that actually I would always ask at Noble Energy when we had these town halls or, technical at ROGII Tech and all that kind of stuff. In what do we see in the advancements in technology, and where do we see other technologies from like other industries coming our way? Right. I mean, that's actually a very interesting topic. But the one that I want to talk about is automation, because that's the one that I think, we had ROGII 8 in the Geosteering World Cup participating, got top 20 and then dropped off and fell. Right. But automation is in our daily lives. How are y'all seeing automation in oil and gas or even in your daily lives? And what do you think about it? I mean, let's just have a conversation about automation, right? Skynet.
I'm kind of surprised. Like, I think COVID was a huge setback in oil and gas. I mean, I look back at 2019 and what we were working on, and, as far as what a roadmap looked like for those projects, a lot of those have been completely stalled out. Like, R&D budgets went to zero. Look at like automated directional drilling, right? So,
yes.
I mean, still limited exposure on the rigs. You've still got this hybrid model where you've still got like one DD per rig in the field. And I think when we were talking to like H&P and Patterson back in end of 19, I mean, they were on this, they had this roadmap where within a year they were going to have to completely demand like 25% of their rig fleet, and it never happened. So I think I think oil and gas specific, you've seen some major setbacks, and it's going to take them a long time to catch up.
Yeah, it was a shame to see it come to a halt, like Dan was saying. I worked for obviously one of the big three operators, and they're heavy R&D and put so much money into, like Dan was describing, an automated rig completely demand, and it was a shame to see that come to a screeching halt just because of COVID.
It's wild you said that, because I went to OTC, and for those of you who've never been, it was I don't know how it is now, but it was an amazing conference. It was huge at the Energy Center out here in Houston, and I saw this booth, and this guy, he was developing robotic arms. It was kind of like the Iron Roughneck, but way more advanced. And this arm, the precision and speed of this arm was absolutely intense. And this was, I think, in 13? I think it was 2013, could have been 2014. And he was like, yeah, our goal is to go full unmanned rig floors by, X amount of years. And I was anticipating it coming, and I haven't seen it. It's kind of a bummer, but I guess, yeah, you're right. Like, COVID kind of halted the R&D, because we all know what happened in 2020 with negative $35. I mean, that was insane. And it kind of hurt my heart. I never thought I'd see that.
Before that, offshore.
Everything we were looking at was, everything was moving into remote ops centers. We were setting up, these operations-based pods where, it's DD, drilling engineer, MWD, nobody on the rig, just roving. And it's just been slow to all that traction. We've got it up and running for a few operators, but it's not a consistent service model, which has surprised me, because the optimization and the cost benefits that we've seen from it with certain operators have been phenomenal. But they just haven't pushed it as hard as I figured they would. So
yeah, definitely. John, what do you think?
Well, I believe with COVID specifically, I'm glad you mentioned it. Daniel, to go to your point, I believe everyone is a little fearful to stick people back into rooms with no ventilation at this point. Not only do you lose your valuable employees for a week, but that would be could be an ugly lawsuit, I'm sure, in the wrong situation. But I think there's got to be a nice balance between it. We have a couple operators that prefer the command centers on site, where even they'll geosteer their neighbor's rig, like not NABORS. Proximity neighbor. And it works out well, and it does eliminate some costs. But at the same time, I believe that a pure remote model eliminates more cost than any other model.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, I like how this is kind of a nice segue into the cloud-based solutions, and how that now everything going in the cloud, it makes working remote more accessible and easier, right? With data being centralized, you can integrate all your data. You can, collaborate with your colleagues across the globe, essentially. You know what I mean? Because like back in the day, I remember working offshore, and you could do it, but it was a top dollar ticket, right? Mm-hmm. To have that high speed internet, and then to be connected and all. It was a hefty fee for those AFEs and offshore. But I feel like now with cloud based solutions, and it being very prevalent in our day to day, I think that's really making this easy. So, we can keep the advancements in technology and the automation talk going on, but like, are y'all using, cloud-based solutions? I know we've got one, but are you seeing anything else that y'all are using, or any other companies doing anything that's like real interesting?
Yeah. We'll leverage anything we can, as long as it, facilitates easier data transfer and better communication with the clients. We're all about it. Like, please give us something shiny and new to play with. And we'll push it on our clients specifically, especially if we see if it's a solution-based model and it's going to fix a problem that we're having that's stemming from us being able to not effectively transfer data, et cetera. But the big problem that I see, which I've talked extensively to you guys at ROGII about, is like you still got to break down that wall between drilling and geology. Yeah. So maybe that goes directly back to having a cloud-based solution and getting I mean, I've always viewed unconventional as, obviously it's an interdisciplinary team. Everybody needs to, be in the same room on a daily basis, whether that's remotely or physically. But you've still got a big problem there. So.
Yeah, definitely. That always seems to be the biggest. Well, when I first got at Noble, I was in the international operations group, and I said it kind of earlier on. I said, these ops geos, we bridge the gap between the subsurface team and the drilling team, right? Because they are incentivized by two completely different things. You know what I mean? And so it makes it difficult. But what I'm seeing nowadays, I'm talking to a lot of my clients and what they do, and I think. COVID kind of lit the fire into the butt for some of these other companies coming out there, is creating, either Microsoft Teams or creating these group chats, not in text messages, but in like their company organizations, and all the necessary personnel are. So no longer do you have like this distribution list where you send out emails, which you still do. I'm sure you do. Right. And everyone will. And I don't think that's going to go away immediately, but now people are in these like Teams chats, and you could be a part of the team chat, maybe not in the organization or whatever. And people are communicating, dip changes or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm loving where everything is going. I just got some word. I just got to put this out there because we had a participant in this panel get dropped. We had some connection issues, so Geovision won't be able to participate in this panel discussion. They're sorry. They wanted to be here, but they had just some connection issues. So I just wanted to put that out there for everyone else who's like, where the heck did they go?
They're sipping Mai Tais on the beach.
That's what their excuse.
Connection issues.
If they can reconnect, we'll bring them into discussion for sure. So, but yeah, how are you guys? Do you guys use cloud-based solutions to communicate with your clients? And do you guys do the group chats and all that kind of stuff?
All day. Teams is one of our biggest tools that we've started using. I mean, we build WhatsApp groups as well, but Microsoft Teams it gives us a log of all the activity during the well. And
really?
It cuts down on the
Slack is another one that a couple operators like too.
Yeah, we actually use Slack here over at ROGII, and this is the first time I ever heard of Slack. Before that, at Noble, we used Teams, and we rolled it out kind of like it was kind of late, and it was more for like the internal discussion. But I think with the whole COVID thing, it really sparks people using these technologies in a different way that they originally intended, right? But yeah, it's extremely powerful being able to have those. Those. Do you guys at GeoSouthern? Do you guys use?
We're actually a Zoom shop.
You guys use Zoom?
I feel kind of weird. Everyone else is doing Teams and Slack and all that. I'm just doing with Zoom.
Hey, but Zoom works.
Yeah, I mean, it's all the same stuff.
Yeah. As long as you can get in there, as long as you can get in there, right? And work and collaborate. I think that's super important, right? Nice. So they're in the chat. I mean, yeah. So if you guys are in the chat, feel free to put it in there and we can put your comments on. So if you have something to chime in on, please do. And I know, Dan, you said something super shiny and new. I've got this cute little shiny little box right here. It's kind of new about data.
I know.
A little solo box here, Talk about shiny and sexy, you know what I mean? Yeah, can you see it, everyone? Look at that thing. Oh yeah, it's our little data aggregator right there. But yeah, like our goal is here at ROGII is to integrate data, right? And that's why the cloud is so powerful, because you can bring in all sorts of data, right? So then everyone can use it. I mean, that's what's also super key and missing. And you said it kind of earlier, like when you were at Freeport, you were like, we're all kind of siloed. Yeah. One of the other things that, we need to do is like de-silo, right? And Dan, you said it, we got to bridge that gap, break down that wall between the drilling engineers and the geologists. Like we all got to realize like we're all part of the same team, you know what I mean? Yep. Trying to get that same goal, right? We're in this together. We're not fighting against each other. You know what I mean? And so really, I guess the best way to do that and to bridge the gap is to integrate data, right? And allow the drilling engineers to see things and allow the geologists to see what the drilling engineers, so that we can talk the talk and, and know what people are doing. Do you guys actually talk with any of the drilling engineers or any, completion engineers or any other engineers, or your primary contacts geologists?
It depends on the company structure. I mean, I'm a big advocate on the operations side. I mean, I push the operators to, like, the most efficient operators we have are where operations geology is run underneath the drilling group.
Okay.
Absolutely exceptional. I've pushed a lot of operators to make that change, especially in a higher rig volume scenarios.
Yeah.
It's just really, you don't need development in that group. You pull them out. Obviously, they're available as a resource, but I mean, it needs to go under the drawing engineers. So that's where we've seen the most success in optimizing programs, and these have been on like 4 and 5 rig programs. And obviously, that transition takes time, but we finally got buy-in from a couple of operators like prior to COVID, and since then we've just had excellent results.
And to your point, Keith, the last ones to the table would be completions and reservoir engineers. We're starting to bridge that gap, which is nice, because if they could get involved with real-time operations as well, again, just one big happy family would be way more effective than siloing everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think the reason why I bring that up is, you know, when I was over at Noble, I always reference Noble, but that's like, you know, that was my past life. It's like talking about my ex-girlfriend, like, oh no.
Just let her go, man. Just let her go.
Just let it go, bro. Just let it dust in the wind. Buffalo. No, so what I started doing there was integrating with StartSteer. I was able to bring in the completion stages, right? And we had a snafu at Noble, and it really sparked us and was like, wow, we're not communicating with our completion engineers at all, but they're part of the puzzle too, right? And so I created this like pre-completion handoff, whereas like the well TDs, here's the completion stages, give me your plan stages, and then what I can do is give you a snapshot and give you this like little booklet of how the well drilled. So, you know, where are the zones with this high dog legs? So you might need to know that if you can't get your tools down, if you're struggling, right? Where are their carbonates? Where are their potential faulting? So if you're just fracking and all that fluid's going out, you're just dumping money down there. Don't just do what you did on all the stages, because now you're not creating any of those, you know, those new, you know, high, well-connected, you know, fracture network near the wellbore, right? So I started bringing that into the loop. But that's super important too, because I mean, that's the strength of the well. You know what I mean? Like it's D&C, drilling and completions. That's what how you're going to get that. Yeah, and that's how you're going to get that production, right? So, and Brad, data integration using data, it's interesting to drillers, right? For sure. And one of the things that the drilling engineers don't see a lot of times, I mean, you get the reports or the images, but a lot of times it's static, but like they're missing the rock bit of the data. And then, you know, I'm a firm believer, there's so much information on the rocks with the drilling data throughout that noise. Like I was related to the drill bit. You know, if you're drilling a screw in the wall, you know when you hit a stud or when you went through drywall, right? Yeah. You got to put some weight behind that bad boy, and you'll feel the torque of the drill bit, right? So there's some geology data in there. So like we definitely need to bridge the gap from there, and then even on the completion side, like it's a whole mixture. We all got to get together.
Yeah, we got to be singing Kumbaya. We're getting there step by step, but yeah, a lot of road left to travel.
There definitely is, guys. I think we got about like 2.5 minutes left. Are we running out of time? Okay, so we're getting close to time. Is there anything else that you guys want to say within the topics, or just, you know, to the audience that's watching, if it's drilling engineers, reservoir engineers, is it like, hey, you know, let's kumbaya, let's hug it out? Is there anything y'all want to say, your last words before we sign out and go to round 2?
I'll support kumbaya for the drilling engineers.
Yeah,
agreed.
Let's all join hands.
Yes. What is that? Hands across America? We say hands across oil and gas. You know what I mean? I think that's great.
Let's do it.
The new hashtag starting right there.
Yeah. Well, guys, I want to say thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate everything that you do. Thank you for sponsoring this event. Without you guys, and our other sponsors who couldn't make it on, but without you guys, honestly, this event wouldn't be as cool as it is. So thank you so much. For those of you who do have participants, you know, steering in this, good luck to y'all. May the best player win. And yeah, guys, look forward to seeing you guys again. Rod. Oh, and I wanted to mention this on the halftime show, guys. After this, on the wrap up, we're going to be going down to Kirby Ice House Memorial. So please, if you're in Houston, Rod, you're in Houston.
We'll see you there, Rod.
Y'all are in Houston. Come down.
Bring the puppy.
Yes, we're gonna have bring the puppy. Actually, the dogs are welcome there. So
dog friendly.
Yeah, dog friendly. So come on down, have a brewski with your dude skis. You know, Steven and I will be there. We have some more folks coming, so please join us. But thank you so much, guys, for real. And if we don't see you there, we'll see you again. Thank you guys
Thanks
so
for
much.
having us.
No, thank you guys.
Bye, y'all. All right. That was a good discussion, man.
It was.
I loved it. Yeah, that was great, man.
A lot of interesting topics, interesting ideas. I'm here for it.
There are. And, you know, I think, you know, it just goes to the point, like, you know, we can always, yeah, this is going to sound negative. Okay, I'm going to start on the positive. We're doing great.
Yeah.
We are, you know, we are starting
we
to
are.
show we can work remote. We can collaborate together. We're starting to break down the wall. But it was like my old manager said when I was at band, Shannon Fang. He's not watching this, but a big homie of mine, awesome dude. We had a baller Christmas one year. I mean, we did the best we could have ever done. And we were celebrating, me and my buddy. We were like, yeah, dude, this is dope. And he was kind of like, serious. I was like, Shannon, aren't you excited? He's like, yes, but we can always do better. So that doesn't mean just because we're crushing it doesn't mean we can always do better.
Don't sit on
right?
your laurels. Yeah.
Don't get complacent. Always strive to do better. So message to y'all, we can always do better. All right, guys, we have a pre-recorded video. We're about to step into round 2. We got a pre-recorded video with Alexandra. So please, Mike, cue it up. These are going to be the rules, not the rules, but the pre-spud. Talk a little bit about the Basin, a little bit about the play and what to expect for round 2. So hope you guys were stretched it out. Stretch those fingers. Don't get any carpal tunnel. We don't need that.
I got to do some stretching my own.
Yes, we got to stretch ourselves. So please, Mike, roll it, baby.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Keith Rivera. If you didn't already know, I mean, you've been looking at my face this whole time, probably tired of it. So we wanted to bring in a new face, a much prettier face. We are here with Dr. Alexandra, all the way out from Stavanger, Norway. I think I said that right. Hopefully I did. But we are taking you there because that is where round 2 is. The conventional well is offshore Norway. Please, Alexandra, tell me a little bit about yourself so the audience can get to know who you are.
Hello, Keith. Thank you for the introduction. Hello, guys. My name is Alexandra. I have background in exploration geology. I was working with petroleum system evaluation and basin modeling in the Barents Sea and also in the North Sea. But what, Keith?
I'm sorry. I was getting really excited. I was like, well, basin modeling, because I did that when you were like the North Sea. And I was like, well, I didn't do that. I did it way down south, the Atlantic margin. But I didn't know you did basin modeling. That's super cool. I used ZetaWare. Super simple, but very effective.
Yeah, I know this one, but okay, I will not promote right now any softwares other than ROGII ones.
Please, sorry, go on, my bad.
Right now, I'm a business development manager for ROGII in Norway, and I'm introducing Norwegian operators to geosteering workflows and IT solutions of ROGII.
Awesome. Well, Dr. Alexandra, thank you so much for joining us. Please, will you tell us a little bit about the play? Because I'm not sure how many of our participants are familiar with this area. I know I'm not. So a little bit about the basin evolution, a little bit about the formation, something like that to just give them a nice feel of the area.
Yeah, absolutely. So for round 2, we propose to steer well in the conventional field, which is called Wolf. Wolf is located 200 kilometers to southwest from Stavanger. So it's actually where I am right now. And this field is in the south part of the Viking Graben. And close to this field, there are a lot of gas fields. Gas and gas condensate fields. So the field was in production from 2008 to 2016. So now it's decommissioned. It has up to 80 million of oil, 80 million barrels of oil. These are the recoverable reserves.
That is a lot. That is a lot of oil.
That's true. And the targeted formation is Hugin Formation, which is represented by Middle Jurassic sandstones. And the depth is about 2.93 kilometers TVDSS.
Nice. Okay, so, going back to the feet, let's just multiply that by 3. Super simple. You're close to about, 9,000 feet, right? Ish, give or take. The geology's math. So if you're familiar with the Permian, somewhere near those target areas. Nice. Okay. So thank you for that. That is absolutely awesome. But tell the audience a little bit about the logs that they're going to see, because you mentioned this is offshore, right? And the scale of offshore to the onshore world is wildly different, right? It's much more expensive. And because of that, operators are throwing everything at it, right? I mean, all the logs that they can, they're doing everything they can to learn about it because there's not very many control points, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's quite expensive also. The environment is pretty harsh here up north. But besides that, these days operators are trying to prolong the life of the fields. So therefore, they're drilling long lateral infill wells. And often the BHA is actually very sophisticated. So often they have deep azimuthal resistivity and ultra deep azimuthal resistivity tools, which are like super long and expensive. And since we do support these tools in StarSteer and are commonly used in Norway, I really thought that it could be nice to let our participants to play with stochastic resistivity inversion model in StarSteer. However, you know, it does take time. So we therefore for this case study, we just give the bulk curves. So we will have the grid, and we will have gamma log and density, neutron porosity logs from the type well. The tip here is that the deep would be 87-93 degrees. And also to help our participants, we provide the seismic image on the background.
Yes. So that'll be extremely helpful. Guys, here's the grid that we have provided. So it was, I guess, modeled off of seismic. Now, I know we just announced that we were able to bring in three-dimensional seismic into StarSteer via the cloud, right? So the cloud. But in this case, it is a image, kind of like what we used to do in StarSteer, and the users had to georeference it. Do they have to georeference it for this well and this competition?
Actually, our support team has already done it for the participants, so you guys don't have to reference it. You just can use it as a background image already. Nice. And yeah, one thing I think we should mention, Keith, is that this project also contains azimuthal density log. Okay. And the participants would also have the modeled azimuthal density log. So I guess that could be quite helpful also to check it out.
Perfect. And you did mention earlier about it. This is a horse. There's some structures going on, potential faulting. So should the participants be on the lookout for, you know, some folds, faults, anything of that nature when it comes to the structure of the formation?
Yeah, actually, the structure itself is a four-way deep closures. And yes, there are a lot of faults in this field due to salt tectonics in this area. So therefore, please don't worry if you see that your logs suddenly don't follow the expected pattern, because it could be a fault.
Nice. So that was actually a very good tip. Are there any other tips that you'd like to give the participants to help them be successful out here in your neck of the woods?
I think it's important to remember that besides gamma log, there are other logs in your project, because if gamma is good enough, if you're drilling in an unconventional field, here I would suggest, besides the gamma, to put attention on the resistivity log, because if you guys look in the reservoir section, it has some different contrasts. So therefore, yes, use all the data you have and keep an eye on the seismic image.
Awesome. Well, there you have it, folks. You heard it straight from the doctor's mouth. Dr. Alexandra, thank you so much for joining us. Really, really appreciate you. You're amazing. Thank you. Good luck, guys.
Thank you, Keith. Good luck, guys. Have fun.
Have fun. Rule number 1. Bye, y'all. Welcome back, everybody. Straight from the doctor's mouth.
That's got to be weird seeing yourself.
Yeah. Take 2 and cut. No. Actually,
It's not that weird. I am used to it. I do look at. It's going to sound very arrogant.
Well, I
I
mean,
do watch myself.
what else do we expect? We're talking with Tom Vera himself.
Come on now. But yes, no, we are getting ready for round 2 right now, where we are going to be geosteering the conventional well, right? So you heard it, a little bit of the notes, azimuthal density log. You got the seismics already there. And again, I just want to remind the audience, do not append your target line.
Or delete it.
Yes, or delete it. I think you did a very good job round 1. So just keep everything the same, right? Now, updates. I think in the lateral, what was it? The maximum dog legs, Michael, was it 5? 5. So after you land, right, please, if you'd like, set your max DLS to 5, right? So just a warning. We'll put that up again just so you can be aware, but it is going to come here and commence here shortly. And in this well, I think in the curve, just a little hint, I think, they've got it. I don't know if they have it built on 13s, but I would not let your DLS go above 13 for the curve section. Okay. But once you land, go to the 5s.
Yep.
Go to the 5s, guys. But you heard the tips and the trades from the doctor herself. What's up, Mike? What were you going to say?
When you're ready, they can push the data.
I'm ready, baby.
Let's push
Are
it.
you guys ready? Are you ready to do this? Start your engines. Can you feel the rumble?
I feel it.
Feel the rumble. I feel the rumble.
Feel it.
I feel it. Let's go. All right. The first data push will be coming here shortly, guys. Be ready. Let's do this. Round 2. Conventional well, all the way out in Norway. Let's go. I think she said the Wolf field.
Something like that.
Hugen formation.
Wow.
It is a sandstone.
Okay.
It is a sandstone. Have you drilled some sandstones?
Actually, to be honest, I don't think I have.
Really?
No.
All right. So we used to out in the Delaware. It was about a 10-foot target window. We called it a conventional, style because I think the porosities, anyone who is a conventional geologist, offshore conventional, you might laugh at the porosity values of this, but I think they were, like 6% porosity.
Okay.
Generally offshore, you're in like the 20s, right? Like I think in the Tamar sands, out there in the EMED, it was like 22% porosity. Yeah. With Darcy perm. You don't hear that term Darcy in the
it doesn't even compute in my head.
Yeah, that's like not even a thing. So I think first data has come out, guys. Let's go. Come on.
Yep.
Keep doing it. All right. So
the seismic looks wicked.
Wild. It looks all right. So structures. So it looks like structures galore.
If anyone gets 100% in zone, I will eat my shoes. Like there's no one that's
you
going to
heard
get
it, dude. You guys heard it.
Please don't get 100%.
please. Eat his shoes, but he will eat his shoes. All right, y'all. He'll do the 1-chip challenge. Actually,
I'll do that. Yeah.
I did it once.
Yeah, I won't enjoy it, but I'll do it.
The worst thing in my life. I do not recommend it to my worst enemy.
And you like spicy food.
I love spicy food. I am very spicy. You know what I mean? Even though I don't speak Spanish.
Picante, yeah.
But I will tell you, the worst pain that is underestimated
we're getting
is the pain in the stomach.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Pain in the stomach.
And after the fact is where they get you.
Oh, it's terrible. It is terrible. All right, y'all. So yes, I am used to seeing myself on screen. Are you used to seeing yourself on screen?
No. I'm used to hearing my own voice. I used to be a musician back in college. I hate hearing my own voice, and I avoid it like the plague. So I can't imagine why. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It doesn't. No. I'll do it at Kirby Ice House. Probably.
Kirby Ice House. We can hear Steve. He plays the guitar. We did have a question, Mr. Moon. I don't know, because when I look at that seismic, it does look like they are actually seismic scale faults. I don't know what the vertical resolution is on this seismic, so I can't help you out there.
15 meters.
Okay, Alexandra said the faults are going to be visible on seismic, so they're not subseismic. So there you go. Good luck, everybody. I'm excited about this. As you can see, we got ROGII G8 up here. We'll see how well ROGII G8 does on this one. I'm very intrigued.
Take an aggressive line on this.
That's what it looks like. I mean, to each their own. Maybe there's anti-collision. Maybe that's shallow hazards.
Just threading the needle.
So you told me Now we're going on personal stuff, not on geology side. You told me you're in a band.
I was in like an actual band thinking we were going to be musicians for our jobs for a while.
Really? Okay.
Back
Why did that
in
change?
college. Well, we all, we realized that we like money a lot more than we like music. So we grew up and we got jobs.
Made a paycheck and I was like, that's nice.
Yeah. I think we brought in $1,000 at one show and split that 5 ways. You can't really do that for a job.
But Garth Brooks got his start in Stillwater, Oklahoma. He went to Oklahoma State, guys, if you didn't know. And he used to
poke, huh?
Yeah, I am a poke.
Yeah.
And he used to play at the bar on the strip. There was a bar over there. Oh, I can't remember all my pokes. Are big. You idiot. You should know this. But he got his start in the bars when he was going to Oklahoma State.
Stillwater's got a rich country music scene. A lot of big Texas or Red Dirt bands come through Stillwater, man.
Yes, yeah. I interrupted you. You were going to say something.
I can't even remember.
Music, band.
Oh yeah. We just kind of all grew up when our separate ways, got our own lives. I do play with family members for weddings and stuff.
Still to this day. So we got Rayford, a drummer as well.
Ray Parnell.
Now
that's a drummer name if I've ever heard one.
Right? That's dope. Now, question: do you still play the drums? Right? And do you still play the guitar?
Yeah, I played it this morning.
Did you?
Yeah, just kind of calm my nerves.
Kind of your outlet now too. So
for sure.
Go there and just do you sing to your family?
Oh yeah. They hate it. Yeah. Think of it. Yeah. They don't hate it.
No. Like my reader. So every audition that I go on, he reads for me, and every time I'm like, "Babe, you gotta, Can
we bring the Narco Sub poster over here? Can we pimp you out a little bit? This is the great Tom Vera. Worked alongside with Tom Sizemore. You got some big names.
Yeah.
That you worked with.
I don't want to. So that's me. That's Billboard. I was on a movie. I started.
Yeah, hold it up. Yeah, there we go.
I started acting not too long ago. I was on a billboard not too far from the ROGII office. I was actually on 6 billboards in Houston.
No way.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
I still haven't seen
my face. It was like my big face. I was like,
yeah, I would take a different route every day.
That is super cool. Okay, yeah. Yes, it will.
There's going to be a lot more game of variation on this when you can't
definitely
trust a perfect laydown.
Yes. So like we were talking about going back to now, we'll go back to geology and not like
back to work.
But yeah, here I think we're going to expect far more structures, right? And even looking at ROGII G8 right now, it looked either whether those faults that it has been there are real faults, or if that's just kind of a method of drilling your curve. I know some people do that, right?
Yeah.
Instead of doing the dip changes on the curve to create those chevrons, what they'll do is they'll do these little micro faults, and sometimes those faults aren't real. It's just like thickening variability up shallower up in the hole.
And I'll say, and it may be different if you were drilling North Sea where you're expecting a ton of faulting and stuff. I don't like the faulting method in the vertical because it scares your drilling engine.
It really does. And I wouldn't do the fault because I'm like, oh my gosh, the faults are this. Yes.
Thickness change tool. That's it.
Yes.
That's all you need. You don't need the model dip.
You do thickness change tool when you go down.
So I do it weird. It's because I keep multiple interpretations. And when I'm in the intermediate and the vertical production hole, I'm doing thickness change.
Me too.
Keeping a separate one that I'm just kind of sliding down. I keep one segment, slide it down until
me too. And do you keep that one segment at the regional dip of what you're supposed to land, or do you just keep it at 90? Okay.
But
I used to keep it at 90, and then I started doing it where it's regional dip. I started doing regional dip,
and I've done that. It's certainly. And if I'm working off a pseudo type log, I'll keep whatever dip that pseudo type log was drilled on, just to keep the thicknesses relatively the same.
Yeah.
What I'm not doing is I'm not going to add those faults in. I'm not going to put the chevrons because people who aren't ops geos don't know what they're looking at.
Yeah, and it's not realistic.
Yeah.
Right. It's not geologic. It's not realistic. I do the same thing. So when I do that, I want my image to the team who aren't familiar with geology or the geology. They're going to see that and think that's truth. And so then you have to go back and kind of in the morning meetings be like, no, guys, this is just a product of of how I'm interpreting the data, right? It's not real on the curve. So I learned that really quickly where I would do that. And it caused a lot of questions.
Yep.
And so once the thickness change tool, I started doing that. And then once I landed, I wouldn't even touch the thickness change tool in the lateral.
Correct.
Only when I had that weird instance, I wouldn't do it because you can go down a rabbit hole with that real quick. You know what I mean? But one of the things in the thickness change tool I want to mention, because you brought up pseudo type log in this new one, 2022, when you create a pseudo type log from your lateral, you can either choose, because you're matching your gamma to the offset, what you're doing is you're squeezing your gamma to match the thickness of your type well. So if you create the pseudo type log, it's going to take the thickness of that type well. Now, if you do thickness change, however, and with this new 2022, you can have your pseudo type log take the real thickness of your gamma ray. So now it comes through, and it'll be the true thickness of the well that you're putting through.
And that's on the newest version of Starsteer?
The newest version of Starsteer, yeah. The other thing is be careful when you're doing your thickness change tool, that if you bring that interpretation over and you delete a horizon, it will delete the thicknesses. Right. So
that's why I keep multiple interpretations.
Yes. So just be careful of that. Just want to let the audience know. Okay. So it looks like ROGII G8. It looks like a actually really good correlation. It's way off of well plan.
Start modeling.
Yeah, it's way off of well plan, but who knows? We'll see what the machine is trying to do. Yeah, Mike, scroll down, like do that same thing. Pull it the other way. Yeah. I mean, that looks like a good correlation.
Yeah, can't fault that. Pun intended.
No. That actually looks pretty good. And that correlation in the horizontal track, that looks good. Yeah. All right, let's see.
Canny keeper there.
Happens. Let's see what happens, baby. I'm interested to see this. Yeah. So, you know, in due time, no, we'll show it once we get in the ladder. We'll pull up the scoreboard. And you can talk to us, brother.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just make it, bro. Check this out. But yeah, I think it's looking good. And so have you ever drilled a horizontal well where there's like a lot of faulting?
No, nothing like this.
Yeah, this seems
yeah. You know, there's some faulted parts of the Eagleford and some that we hit.
How big?
I haven't really crossed anything more than 10, 20 feet.
Okay.
20 feet would be significant.
Okay.
Enough to throw you out of zone. And so we tend to avoid those, but we have big acreage positions and we have options to not drill those faulted areas. We save those for later.
That's tomorrow's problem.
Exactly right. You know,
somebody buys this acreage off us, that's their problem.
That's the thinking there. So no, to be honest, I haven't drilled a lot of wells with faults. There have been a few, and most of them have been sub 10 feet. The big ones that we see, we tend to hit in the intermediate hole.
Okay.
Anything other than that, we don't really want any part of it right now.
Yeah, no, I feel you. We, you know, when I was drilling back in the Delaware, same thing, right? We didn't have. There are a few times. Whoa, look at that! Oh my god, that's a little intense. Your drilling engineers, ROGII G8, are gonna hate you for that.
R.I.P. ROGII G8.
Yeah, you're not coming out of the hole. You're gonna get stuck because all those cuttings are gonna be sloughed off there.
We call that a P trap. That's gonna kill your torque and drag. I mean,
100%.
Yeah,
that's not smart, robots.
Hey, all of our jobs are safe, y'all.
Yeah. Don't fret. Don't fear. ROGII G8 is here. You will have your jobs. Don't spit it out. Oh man, this is exciting.
Perfect segue.
Yes. So actually, great segue. Right now in this, in Starsteer, this seismic is an image, right? This has gone back to your old school way of integrating seismic into Starsteer. This is just an image.
Okay.
Now, back in the day, your seismic image, and actually, so let me take it back. If you don't have Solo Cloud or one of our bundle packages that allows the seismic, right? Because now we have 3-dimensional seismic,
right?
But the way to do it and why, or how to make it work without losing. Okay, I guess now we're with the data, we're about the lateral. So I just got a reminder, guys, set your max DLS to 5 for this lateral section. So just a reminder.
We're landed.
Yeah, we're right about there. But with that size, being able to bring the 3-dimensional seismic, we brought it in the cloud. And the reason is because those segue files are massive, right? Those volumes are huge. It's 3-dimensional seismic. And so we use Blueware's OpenVDS to compress the files. So then you don't compromise the speed in Starsteer, right?
That's key.
So still, even if you have 2022.2, you'll still have to bring your seismic. If you don't have the cloud, you'll still have to bring it as an image. One time I had an oh crap moment. And that was because I set my seismic up when my well's vertical section window or the vertical section was set to 0, but it was drilling off 0.
Yep.
And so I'm clicking seismic and it's not showing. Like, where the heck is it? Where the heck is it? Like, what's going on? What's going on? You know what it was?
Completely out of plane. Yeah.
It was out of plane.
Yep.
And it took me, I want to say it took me like an hour to figure this out. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I'm freaking out and I have no idea what's going on. All right, guys. So,
we've got clear separation here.
Yeah, here we go. We got, North America representing. Let's go. But hey, a high ROP, that is our South America brethren, right? In green.
Yes.
Yeah. So not too far behind, man.
Is this the overall leaderboard or is this?
No, this is just for the conventional well. So this isn't the overall. So this is now we've separated the two. So now what we're looking at, guys, and for those of you who may be logging in for the first time here, we have our geosteering conventional well leaderboard. So on that top, it is your total success score based on the 2 bottom graphs. The bottom left is your in zone percentage. So there's some people with 100%. See if they can.
That's early.
We'll see if they can maintain. And then the bottom right is your top 20 for your average ROP. Now, for those, again, who are just early chiming in, the scores are weighted 75% towards in zone percentage, 25% towards ROP. So within that equation to be the best of the best, you merge those two. And then also for the Geosteering World Cup, we're compiling your best score or your scores from round 1, your scores from round 2, putting those together to see who's top dog. Right. So get ready, y'all. I mean, I'm excited. It looks like a very good spread. We got it looks like 190 from South America representing, up in the top 20 overall. And that looks like it's based on in zone percentage.
Yes.
Right. Looks like average ROP. We've got about 3 of them cooking, blowing it, going. But we got North America. Oh, look at that. There we go.
Okay.
Not a big spread either still.
Well, there's only, a handful 100% zone. Everyone's in the same general ballpark.
Same general
consensus once again.
Yes. Now, I will say this because it's conventional, and at least with my experience in the Delaware, there was such a high importance on in zone percentage because of the relative differences of porosities and permeabilities from the target interval and the bounding shales, right? The surrounding intervals. And so it was like huge, and especially huge for when the completions team comes on and fracks that thing, right? Because it was for our conventional well, they were doing crosslink. Right. They were doing, I think it was a crosslink, 750 pounds versus slick water, 2,500. Right. Versus, we're in the shales. So, I mean, it's a different method. So with you're in the shales doing a crosslink, and we saw dramatic implications on production when there was a better correlation to production of in zone percentage when it came to the conventional style, and that could have been our formation, right? This is not Ivory Sandstone, but that was just this one.
Make for tight zones to stay within though.
Yes.
Conventional wells, yeah.
Well, especially with I'll say at least in the unconventional world, people are drilling like 400 feet an hour.
It's crazy.
So to stay in zone on like a 10-foot window, and you're drilling that fast, and with your gamma ray offset of being anywhere from like 20 to 40, 50 feet, depends on your BHA. But
gotta have azimuthal.
You gotta have azimuthal. And
gotta drill strike.
I used azimuthal, and I always use that up there. Do you use azimuthal?
I never have. I've looked into these really tight pay zone wells, and then I can't see any other way to do it.
Well, and at least for me with the sandstone, you see the character, and you can even see it here in the vertical track. Mike, can you zoom into the target intervals on the vertical tracks? The 2 red tops. It says top target, and then you see base target. Nope. Yeah, right there. If you can zoom. Okay, now zoom out just a tiny bit. A little bit more. So you could see the sandstone and see the bounding layers, right? And a lot of times with those sandstones, that one's actually like a blocky sandstone. Same thing with the Hoban where I was drilling. It was this fluvial system, and it was very blocky character. So it was hard to distinguish the top from the base. Right. So that its muthal gamma really helped us out.
Absolutely.
So that's clutch. I don't know, how that'll help here. I think that image log might help out, but
that's what I'd be looking at.
Yeah, that up down, dude. ROGII 8
struggling.
You were well, they're gonna struggle coming out of the hole. I tell you what, man. That's not. They've stuck pipe. They're sidetracking. But you know, it does appear like there is a lot of structure going on right now. So ROGII G8 is trying.
He's trying his best.
Yeah.
Huh.
But I'm, you know, even if, like for me, myself, I think I would struggle. You're looking at that seismic. Yeah, holy crap.
This right here is why I have never entered one of these things. I don't know how I would approach this one.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
And just go.
Set it,
Hold 90.
forget it, and hope. Nah.
Hold 90, baby. But you know, to be frank, some of our seismic looked like this in the Delaware. Some of it, not super whole crazy faulty, but it was the seismic character.
Right.
Was so, because you get carbonate debris flows coming and going everywhere. So you're going to have high impedance contrasts when you have that carbonate, when you don't. And it's going to look like you're like, what the heck? Where is this going on? So you got to really have like a firm understanding of the geology.
Absolutely.
So looks like we got a few players that are landing low, maybe get the full section, get a good idea what it is.
Yeah.
At least relative to the rest of the pack. I don't know what that is in terms of the actual target, but
I like player 128's approach. Let's just go straight on to TD.
Yeah.
Just
yeah. Boom. Easy peasy.
Love it.
Chicken sneezy.
Yep.
But you know, dude, honestly, you've got like a nice little pack of folks.
Yeah.
Right. And then you got a little bit that are a little bit lower, and then you've got a few strayers. I mean, you're going to get.
Look how tight that is up top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that, you know, are seeing similar things, but it's interesting to see the curve approach too. Like there's a pretty good spread on that, but then you know,
shallow it out, some attack the zone and just go straight down. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool to see everyone's different philosophies on.
Yeah, I'm digging it. I'm absolutely digging it. Can you go back to the image again? Yeah, buddy. Nice. Okay, can you zoom in a tiny bit? There you go. Cool. Dude, I'm liking this.
Yeah, he's doing his best there.
Okay, I think that's a message for you, Michael. Yeah. So okay. So if you go to the left, scroll down on the yep. Keep going. Scroll down on just roll your mouse down. Okay. Now it looks like it's off.
Keep going.
I think you're good.
Okay.
I think he's good.
Oh, maybe just did that.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's as a hint, grip it and rip it, grip it and rip it, guys. That's the approach on this conventional well. Just grip it and rip it and hold.
Let's go.
Yeah. I mean, like, will you zoom out of the vertical track, Mike? Yeah, on that one, zoom out the other way. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you can
ROGII
see
G8's got a great handle on the dip, though.
A good correlation. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But it looks like he's doing a little bit of oversteering. You know what I mean?
He's gonna miss that first block.
I got a question. Do you think he's gonna shoot through the base?
Absolutely. Well, no, he's going to. He won't be at the base yet, but he's going to hit that second fault and be 150 feet, or I don't know however many meters that is, away from target. Yeah, he's hosed.
I definitely think it's definitely going to be okay. I'm not mad at that, but I definitely think
you can't see that fault coming
through the base.
Yeah, I mean, does he have the ability to look ahead and interpret that image and see what's coming up?
I don't know,
because he's just reacting.
I don't think that's baked in. Oh, look at the player. Look at that. We got some.
No, I'm worried.
Wow, we got some. You should be worried. Yeah. Wow. So 300. Player 183, 190, and player 69. Thank you for having 100% in zone percentage, because my boy's going to eat his shoe if you keep that.
Yeah. I mean, I paid a lot for these Nikes. I'd rather not eat them. We've got several more faults to cut. Let's not count our chickens yet.
Early.
Yeah.
It is the very.
We're gonna go get some hot sauce though.
Yeah,
Just be safe. Okay.
But no, I mean, like, still, if you go back to the leaderboard, you look at this, keep an idea on that spread. But if you go back to that leaderboard, there's still a wide spread.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's a few people 100% in zone. Some of those others, I mean, you see that 100%, then it goes to 70. Really, 69.3. Right. But yeah, I'll round up from. You know what I mean?
Give him that half point.
But
wow, it's looking good for old Steve.
But I'll tell you, player 69 doing very well with the 100%.
I think we just cut that fault.
Yeah, average ROP though, everyone's kind of sticking true with themselves. Everyone's doing about the same thing when it comes to finding that zone and riding that zone. But yeah, this is a tricky well, folks. I mean, you said it. You're like, man, people, So this field is a very prolific field. I mean, North Sea, everyone knows it, right?
Yeah.
But I guess in this one, in the Wolf, I guess it got decommissioned. I think it was 2016. Let me double check that. And I think it was because, 2016, due to the decline in oil production. But I think, this is just me and my explorations hat. Like, you're not going to find everything, right? I still think there's oil out there.
Yeah.
Right. But I think the downturn happened and exploration for a lot of people because of the price of those. I mean, you're $200 million AFE plus on these wells. You get a dry hole on that, you're not going to be doing a lot of exploration. And when I was at Noble, I mean, you can calculate just about $1 million a day just to operate an offshore well. That's massive. That's a lot of money.
Yep.
Onshore well, you're looking at a D&C cost of like $10 million total for one well. Man, you could drill, what is that? 20 of those bad boys when you get one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we can have, 20 of these things do just okay and still be, okay.
And with those onshore unconventional assets, I don't want to call them a sure thing, but you're a lot more certain of your success.
Yeah.
You very well could do $200 million.
It depends on what you define success, right? Are you going to define success as like, we're going to find oil?
Yeah.
I mean, because you're going to find oil.
When you're spending $200 million?
Yeah. Well, no, in the offshore ones, but the onshore, you're going to find oil in those places. But what's your rate of return? How much are you going to spend to get it out, right? Because like one of my bad wells, we spent, I will definitely mention that. We spent, what was it? 45 days on a well. And I want to say like 20 of them 30 of them were like in the vertical. Wow. Saltwater disposal well was just flowing. So we got flows like crazy. Pull that up. Yeah, so I want to, okay. We pulled up the leaderboard. Huh? We pulled up that leaderboard. Yeah. I'm.
Oh, look at that.
We are seeing more yellow in this mix.
Maybe some of our Saudi friends.
Yeah, Middle Eastern, Australia. I mean, I think we've got a lot of folks coming in here, and I'm actually very player 69. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Keep doing it, 69.
Keep doing it, because that is, 95.
You get out of zone for just like 5 feet. That's all I need.
He's sweating bullets out here, guys. He's sweating bullets.
How far?
Yeah, see, more yellow is popping up here. I'm digging it. Come on, guys. Represent.
Could that be they're more experienced with this type of
they very well. They could be. Yeah. They could be. I'll tell you, like when I interviewed with Alexandra, I was like, please tell me a little bit. I've never been over here. I don't know anything. I don't know anything about this area.
Yeah,
I've heard about it.
Brand new to
Don't
me.
know the geology.
I could point to the Red Sea on a map, or the North Sea on a map, and that's
I can point to the Red Sea.
Just flexing my geography knowledge at this point.
It's actually fun. Speaking of geography, I'm gonna give a shout out to Wordle. Have you heard of Wordle?
Oh, it was like Wordle for geography or something.
Oh, eating them Tums. I mean, he's gonna need to after eating his boot.
Yeah.
That player 69 keeps that 100%.
Can we find him?
Wordle. It's like Wordle,
yeah,
but they give you an image of countries and you have 6 guesses to figure out the country.
I'm in on that.
Dude, yeah, check it out.
Like kind of like GeoGuessr used to be my jam back in the day. I think I could do that.
Yeah.
Wordle. Looking it up.
All right, so it's not doing bad, getting back in zone.
Getting ready to be bad though.
I mean, getting ready to be bad.
It's well off the well plan, and that well plan looks like it was put there for a reason, judging by the seismic.
It does. But I mean, if that's your target, I mean that correlation looks good. So I ain't mad at it. Maybe it's just a bad plan.
Well, we'll see. Yeah. Blame it on the planners, huh?
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you, I've screwed up many plans up in my day.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. I've definitely screwed up my plans in a day. But yeah, I mean, that looks like a good correlation.
It's hard to argue with it.
Yeah. I
mean, I can argue with the
shape
of the wellbore.
Yes.
But the correlation is solid.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to have a tough time.
That guy's fired.
Engineers are going to ream ROGII a new one. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, for sure.
They're going to be real pissed. Do not argue with ROGII. Yeah, Skynet, dude. Skynet's going to happen. #Skynet. Oh, You are in
Yeah.
the clear, my friend.
Sorry, player 69. I was rooting against you.
It's okay. That's tough geology, guys.
Yeah.
Very tough geology. What I
It is
like
no
about the
joke.
average ROP, pretty consistent.
Yeah.
Pretty consistent on this one. So it seems like everyone is, doing a little bit of target change, trying to find their groove, find where they need to be,
Mhm.
right? So I think that's Brad. Yes, the Woodford. Yes,
Very much so, Brad. It's a great point.
the Woodford does.
we got
Depending
some-
where you are in the basin, yeah, for sure.
We're seeing blue on the leaderboard now.
We do see some blue.
Who's-
Come on now. You want to know who
Yeah.
blue is? Europe.
Oh, we finally get a show from Europe. Welcome, Europe.
So, hey, I guess they're keeping it straight, Wellbore.
Yeah.
They're not doing a lot of slide. End zone percentage not there.
Yeah. No one's really there on end zone percentage, so that's okay.
Yeah, but I'm digging it. I'm absolutely digging this. Hey, can we? Hey, Mike, can you zoom in to like that area? Yes. Wow.
Can you highlight player 69 so we can see what his trajectory
It's
is?
gonna be hard to find 69, isn't it?
Can you grab him on the right side?
He's not. Yeah, I guess. Mike, on the legend on the right, scroll down. Can you click 69? Right there. Wow. Look at him. He's right over there. Do you see him?
Oh, okay.
Right
Okay. So the consensus high
there he is.
might be a bit incorrect.
Look, man, I'm intrigued.
Yep.
Y'all, this is look at that. You can see it's a far more spread on this one than it
Yeah.
was on the
Oh, very
on the
much so.
unconventional one. And that's a little bit of the geology and the complexities of the geology.
Yeah. This is a whole different beast than round one.
I wonder how Alexander would do. Dr. Alexander, I'm calling you. I wonder how well you would do on this well. Think you'd do well? She said she did. She never steered a well out here, or drilled a well out here, but she said she did a lot of exploration out here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she was actually a basin modeler like myself when I was at No. I did some basin modeling.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I got a little bit of that. I
Did
just
you?
kind of dipped my toes in the water there.
I did it for a little over a year. I was in the Africa Frontier Group doing the Atlantic Margin.
Very cool. I was working offshore Morocco.
Where are you?
Yeah, at Freeport there. After Eagle Fruit, went over there.
Nice. I miss international, man. International is so
You
fun.
get to fly
I actually got to travel.
overseas,
Yeah,
business class.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh, baby, I was telling.
I've never
Julian
felt
to-
more important than on that flight. Yeah.
So they flew me over, and the guy showed up, and he looked like he had the apron from the waist down. He looked like straight up legit, napkin ever.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Mr. Rivera. This is your seat.
High society
Yes.
stuff.
Oh my! I feel polluting. I was kidding. Oh, dude, I was
Living
like
high on the hog.
40. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was like, I was feeling myself.
Yeah,
I'm
for
gonna tell you, I was feeling myself, bro.
Yeah.
It was awesome, dude. Seth, if you're watching, sexy inks right here, baby.
Check those ankles.
Yeah, can we go back to the seismic and the ROGII G8 now that we're doing this? I want to see how it's looking.
We're in the thick of it.
Oh
now.
wow. I'm still oh, he got a do you see that gamma? I guarantee he's low now.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, he's hit the
gotta
fault.
be low. And you look at
That's
that
the
seismic.
fault right there. Yeah, he's host.
I totally thought he was gonna pop out the base. I've overcorrected so many. Have you overcorrected like early on?
Early
Like,
on, for sure.
Yeah,
and especially soon after landing,
Mhm.
and right at landing, I gotten a lot better about communicating with drilling engineers and stuff about how crucial target changes are when they come up. Some of them are just like, we're really on a good line. I'm just slightly adjusting our course. Other times it's like, we're coming out the bottom. We have to slam on the brakes and pull up now. So sometimes you need to oversteer like that, depending on the situation. But yeah, smooth is fast.
Smooth is fast.
So you want to keep dog legs under 1 if possible.
Yeah. Did you drill? How did you drill? Do you drill on waypoints, inclination changes, TVD at zero vertical section? Which one?
We do the 0 VS.
Really? I've never done that
with
method.
TVD and inclination.
Oh, got another leader player.
Oh,
145.
wow. Big shakeup.
Yeah, representing that Middle East, Asia, Africa, and Oceania, baby. Let's go. Come on now.
Wow. Okay.
America, you dropping off.
Yeah, I'm ashamed of our North American brethren.
It looks like player 69. Dang, went to 53%. It's okay. It's all right. Must say there's probably a fault that pushed him out of zone.
No doubt.
Okay. Wow, another shift. 177's up.
We must have hit another fault.
Yeah, I'm interested, man. This is exciting, and now you're starting to see a change in the ROP.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting to see a little bit of the differences, right? I'm excited about this. Mike, will you go back to the seismic again? We want to see what the Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was like, yeah, I'm a little low.
Yeah.
The gamma's still hot, so he's still going to be low.
Yeah, I think he's going to finish low.
Yeah. Yeah, ROGII G8 is going to have to come up. You see him, he put the target line up. Yep. So, and the seismic right where where they're predicting to go right now is very muted.
Yes.
So like you can see earlier on in the well, his interpretation is matching structure, right? But then in the middle, it's like, where the heck does that structure go? And then later on in it, the image is going back up.
It seems reluctant to throw a fault as well.
Yes.
He's going straight on dip from landing point.
Yes.
And he had no problem throwing the faults in there in the vertical section.
No. Now.
I wonder what's up with that.
Weird.
Very
weird.
Very weird.
All right. Yes. Thank you so much again to our sponsors. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Again, without you guys, this event would not be as cool as it is. For real. So thank you very much, Geovision. Thank you so much, Edge. Thank you so much, Core Geologic. Thank you so much, Terra Guidance, Beloy, MCWL. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are awesome. Again, let's do another one.
Let's do it.
Let's do our filters. Mike, will you take a photo of us instead of me constantly doing selfies?
I'll show them the rules real quick, and then.
Yeah, he's taking the selfie right now. There you go, guys.
Cute.
There it is. We're going to tag ourselves, tag ROGII.
Hashtag GWC
22.
22.
Not 2022, because that's what I was doing. It was wrong. I did that earlier on. But yeah, guys, please go ahead, take photos of yourselves, steering, having a good time. Show us your layout. Show us your interp. You're a little close. Oh, showing the hashtags. Oh, okay, I was like, you're a little close, bro. They can't see the image. Yes. Okay. There you go. There we have it. Show yourself having fun, folks. Show yourselves having fun. All right, I'm going to post this bad boy now.
Sweet.
Boom. Boom. And it is posted. And if you guys don't think I posted it, y'all can find me on my Instagram at Tom Barra TV. Oh, we love you guys too. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Hopefully you guys are having fun out there. We missed you at the panel discussion, but we totally understand my ties are better. Just kidding.
I would ditch me for my ties.
I'm just kidding, guys. We absolutely love you. Hopefully you guys are having fun and kicking butt in this competition. But it looks like North America's
making final charge.
Game. Yeah. Like, they're with this last push, and it looks like it's the end zone that's kind of the big player on this one.
That's definitely the driver on this one, especially with all the faulting.
Yeah, so that's actually interesting to know, right? So in the unconventional round, it seemed like, end zone percentage was there, but it seemed like ROP was a differentiator.
Exactly right. That's the word I would use.
Yeah. Now in this one, it seems like end zone percentage is a differentiator, and I think that the structures, right? It's very complex. It's the Wolf Field or is it the Wolf Horst? Nope, it's the Wolf Field.
Which is a Horst.
There is a Horst, yes.
Yeah.
In the Huygen formation.
Huygen.
I think I'm saying that. Hopefully, I'm saying that right.
I think so. There's a little dots over it. Yeah.
Huygen. Trying to work on my accents for my Tom Barra.
Oh yeah.
But I see blue is no longer there. Blue was up there, and then blue is no longer there. That's okay.
I thought Europe was going to come in with that home court advantage.
Was it 117 or 17 player 117? I don't know. Okay. But no, I mean, this is great, folks.
I think this kind of reiterates how difficult this structure is out here, where the guy leading is only right 2/3 of the time. He's well, an entire third of the lateral is out of zone, and he's still leading the pack. It speaks to the complexity and to his interpretation skills.
That's actually a very good point.
Yeah,
that's a very good point.
Kind of like baseball in that regard. You fail more times than most, and you're still going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you're still going in the Hall of Fame, man. Barry Bonds, let's go.
Exactly right. He failed 70% of the time.
Yeah. Come on, I know when your batting percentage is 300. I mean,
you're one of the greats.
70% not gonna hit the ball.
Yeah,
or get on base. Yeah. Only 30% of the time.
So the North Sea is the baseball of geology.
Man, I don't want to be out. Actually, so when I did offshore, when they sent me offshore, I had to do Hewitt training, right? And I met a lot of folks who did Hewitt training in the North Sea. I guess out in that area, the water's super choppy and really cold, and they did the training at night. This is what I heard, guys. I don't know. I've never done this. So here in Houston, Texas, I did it in a pool. Yeah, and it was warm.
You could have blindfolded though, right?
No.
Okay.
No blindfolded. You're open. You're there. It's so weird because you're in this capsule, and when they lower you, you see the capsule fill, and actually it teeters like this.
Ooh, no, thank you.
And I saw the people in front of me. I was the last one to go under, and they were under, and I was like,
oh yeah.
It was wild. And
they
do. You do it a couple times. Have you done it yet?
No.
Okay, so they dip you. When they have you test the windows open, so they drop you right before the water, and then you push the windows open. Because in a helicopter, you can actually with your elbow push the window open, and so they test to see what kind of force is required to have that, right? So boom, you push it out. Then they dump you in.
Okay.
And then you unbuckle and you go out. But when you dump in, they tap your leg to let you know. When you get dunked and you open your eyes, you can't see anything because all the micro bubbles that are in there, it gets murky, you can't see anything. This is a pool, not the sea. Swam out. Then what they do is they put the door on, you go in, they tap you, push it, then you go out. Then they keep the doors off. They flip you upside down.
Gosh dang.
And then you do it again, they flip you upside down. Oh my God, it's like underwater.
I'm gonna stay on shore, man.
Oh, it's so cool.
I don't think I will do that.
It looks like ROGII G8 got back in zone.
Getting there, yeah.
It looks like
they
got back in. It looks like they got back in zone, and they're not. ROGII G8's not too far out of zone, but a lot of overcorrecting.
Oh, absolutely.
So hopefully, within Starsteer and the multi-well environment, if they come back and drill the next one, he would have the structures handled, and his second well, I think he would have a higher in-zone percentage.
Yeah.
Right. So, that's another thing to know, right? Like your first well generally on the pad, depending on well control, but it's, I don't know about you, but for me, it was the worst in-zone percentage when I compared it to all the other wells on that pad.
Right.
Depending on if there's surrounding wells or not. If there aren't any surrounding wells, the first well on the pad for me, ruled on average was worse than all the subsequent wells.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then, for me, what was a game changer was Starsteer's multi-well environment. Right, being able to show the other interpretations on there to help guide my interpretation for my next well and every subsequent well. It was, dude, I was like, man,
coming from the software we were using back in the old days, in 2013 time, to just seeing that I could have more than one well in a project blew me away.
And the grid.
Yes.
And the grid.
Oh, that's when I was sold. Yeah. I won't go anywhere else.
Okay, look at this. So far, ROGII G8 found a little bit of a groove.
Okay.
Took a minute.
Okay, he's settled in.
Just a little minute to get there. Let's see the leaderboard. Let's see how other people are getting in the groove. Okay. North America. Player 96. Represent for South America. Let's go. But it looks like America's doing very well in this conventional well.
We got a few people above 70% too.
Yeah.
In zone.
I think my in-zone percentage would definitely be like 50% or less.
I would be very proud to get 50% in zone on this.
100.
Because look, 50% will give you roughly top 10 percentile of the contestants.
Actually, I think I might be. Okay, I might be able to actually fix this up. Is he going to fix it for you? Is Jeff going to fix it for you? Yeah, I think I might be able to get it. I'll be right back, folks. Steven,
stand by. Technical difficulties.
Handle it for me. Pull it up. I need this.
Can we pull up the ROGII G8?
Yeah, pull up ROGII
Stand by. Okay, so it looks like we are maybe coming up on to another fault or two before we get to TD on this bad boy. ROGII G8 should be coming across where that seismic is predicting it to come in. Let's see if we see any sort of jump on the gamma. It looks to be a decent amount of throw on this one. Oh, within the sandstone right now, he's locked in, but with this amount of throw on this fault, he could be thrown entirely out of zone. That last bit of data looks like he's still there. Maybe this fault isn't real, or maybe just a little more subdued. Might need to wait another minute, see what this next data pushes through. Nothing really shows up on the image log, so that's the orange log, the lowermost of the horizontal tracks up top. Nothing to indicate any sort of faulting, but if you can see where that stops, that's right about where the fault is going to come in. So maybe we just haven't seen it yet. We'll stand by for the next push. Coming up on TD though, so get your end zone percentage as high as you can. Get back to the zone if you're away, and see where this all shakes out. All in all, though, a pretty disappointing showing by ROGII G8. I got to say, I expected a little bit better from him. But you know, we live and we learn. We live and we learn. We fall, but we rise and we learn from.
You know,
what
I'll tell you this: it's not if you fall, because you will fall.
Yeah,
it's what you do after you fall.
Yep.
Get back up.
Yeah.
You got to get back on that horse and ride.
The most important step a man can take is the next one.
Yeah. Tom Brady can have a bad. I mean, did you watch them?
Oh no, I didn't. So
This past one, he didn't. I mean,
that's the fault that I had, so it couldn't have been that good.
Yeah. He didn't do terrible, but he wasn't Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember, what was it last season? The season before, he had like 4. He lost it was 0-4, and then they came back and won the Super Bowl. So that just
Tom freaking Brady.
Yeah. Yeah.
In his defense, he's like 100 though.
Yeah.
He's gonna have bad days.
Right? Tiger Woods had his slump.
Yeah.
One of the best golfers in the game, going to be a Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? You can't win them all. But like, it looks like he's there.
That is facts from Brad.
You know, you are king of the facts today. That is a great question. Great comment.
It's a suggestion.
Yeah.
Producer Mike says I did pretty good, Harry.
Yeah. I think he done good. You done good, kid. You done good.
I appreciate it. I was quaking in my boots. Man, we are getting scientific on this one.
I know. Stochastic inversion. Actually, guys, I will say that. So Alexander brings up a great point. We have in StarSteer, we have a resistivity module. It is an add-on, but it does allow you to do a stochastic inversion, multi-layer stochastic inversion. Now, ask me to explain that to you.
I don't know.
Don't even. I'll get you in touch with the right person, right? I will get you in touch. So sorry, guys. It does seem like our average ROP is a little off, and I don't know what's
funky going on.
We try to fix it up and make it work, but we got something weird going on right now. We're gonna figure that out for you. But man, that end zone percentage score, wow.
Hey, that's 75% of the score there anyway.
Yeah,
so
I'm saying bad, but it's the spread. Right?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, like before in the previous one, right? I mean, there was a close running from the top folks, and it was like,
and you had
a few percentage off, right? Not a lot, but in this one, we're seeing more spread. I mean, it is far more variable.
Even 1 or 2 stands in zone is going to rocket you.
Yeah,
up the leaderboard.
Player 96 still handling business for South America.
Okay, some have finished. We are at or around TD, it seems.
Yeah, we are really close.
Can we pull up ROGII G8?
Yeah, let's see how good they are. But we got okay. The finish line is coming
there's
up.
that fault I was talking about though.
Oh,
you don't know what to do. Like it's hot.
So you can't see the image then.
You definitely can.
It's a disadvantage, guys.
Yeah.
Y'all have an advantage the robot doesn't have.
Once again, we are safe.
Once again, organic is better than metal.
Meat seconds.
Oh man, I love it. Biological. I watch the Orville. It's awesome. How about them Stros? I don't know. I'm a Giants fan, and they're terrible this year. They're terrible.
Yeah, with the 15 games to the Dodgers, I think they play 17 times, so that's pretty bad.
No, yeah,
No, Stroh's just
I'm not a Doyer fan. I'm not a Doyer fan.
That's all you had to say, bro.
Like
We're gonna be
those
thick as
Doyers.
thieves. No, Stroh's clinched the division last night. Proud of them, boy.
Did they?
Seth, we got to go to a game soon.
All right. Wow, look at that spread of
135 guy
where everyone
thinking
was.
outside the box.
I love it. There are a lot of people thinking outside the box. I'm digging it. I mean, they, you know, I'm not seeing this thing, but I know, you know, just based on ROGII 8's interpretation.
There's more than one way to steer this one.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Man, this is interesting though. Very interesting. It makes me not want to drill. You know, and I was actually when I was at Noble, they wanted to ask us to help their offshore team, and we were going to. And they wanted it as a big deviation well, and they wanted us to target something. Like, all right, dude, we can do this. Yeah, makes me
like
regret saying yes.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think we made it confident. You know what I mean?
You just got to temper expectations going into it.
100%. Well, that's part of like a lot of things. Manage those expectations, right? You just got to manage expectations.
Under
promise, manage those expectations. But I feel like, you know, land a little bit shallower, good. And then just, you know, stay in zone.
I'm gonna be curious to see the winning interpretation on this one.
I am too.
I bet you they're gonna have a much flatter and smoother wellbore than that.
And and you know, their interpretation might have some faults.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
I think they will have some faults. So do we TD?
Yeah, the ROGII.
Can you blow that up a little bit? I can't see the score. Oh, it scales.
It does seem, folks, as though we have says, yeah, one more data, but yeah, I think we've TD'd, y'all. So, you know, looking at the scores right now, man, North America looks like they you know lit up the leaderboard, right? Nice. Good job, America. But hey, player 96 representing for South America. Man, I'm digging that. Good job. Yeah, Mike, can you pull up the leaderboard again?
Player 50 chirping at us.
Oh, they're in the top.
Yes. Hey, player 50, thank you so much. Thank you for joining, man. This is awesome. It's your first time geosteering in the software too. I love it. Thank you for the confidence too.
Wow,
you know,
that's
first time
really
using
cool.
it. Yeah, I love it. I hope you had fun. I hope you had a blast. Wow, and player 50, first time using the software, you're top 20, dude.
Look at you,
good
Biddy.
job. Navente, good job. That is awesome. So we got player 96 representing South America. We got player 192 representing Middle East, Asia, Africa, Oceania in top 20. Good job, folks. Player 40, South America, and then, you know, all the other reds for North America. Heck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, USA.
So it says they control, drill, and use neutron jets to stay in the annex of these wells. The full data is publicly available. Oh,
okay.
Thank you, Brian. So yeah, I guess it's publicly available. Good job. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Nope, I wanted the other one open. I apologize. All right, guys. So I think everything's there. Good job, everybody. Yes, thank you so much again for participating. But please stay tuned because we've got to calculate the results, right? So we're going to be calculating the results, and then also stay on because we have Geovision on that we'll be talking to them here momentarily, right? Are they on?
Yes, I'll bring them in.
Bring them in so we can have a chat while we're calculating the scores and getting everything going. So everybody, thank you so much for participating. Please stay on because we will have the results here momentarily. Let's bring them in. Woo! Dude, first off, totally digging those shirts.
Yeah.
Team Geovision.
Those shirts are dope. I usually rock my Hawaiian shirts, Hawaiian shirt fry. I should have worn a Hawaiian shirt today to represent. I'm wearing my soccer jersey, you know what I mean? World Cup. But
World Cup and all that.
yeah. How's the weather out there?
Very humid.
Is it? Is it like humid, like Houston humid, or worse? Oh, there are the drinks.
Finally.
Yes.
It's tropical humid. The area is heavy.
Yeah.
But,
Did y'all have
let me
fun?
introduce everyone. This is Doug, team captain. Sean
What's
Palmer,
up, Doug?
former world champ.
Oh, wow.
Kristen Ramber, amazing. Marcel Robinson, also amazing. So.
Awesome. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for joining us. Did you guys have fun?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good. We got the reigning champ on, Sean Palmer. Thank you for joining us. And I'm so glad you're going to be here for the results. It's going to be freaking awesome. Yeah. So guys, tell us a little bit about, Geovision, right? Tell us a little bit about yourselves for those audience members that don't know you, want to learn more about what you guys do. Please tell us a little bit about yourselves.
We're honestly, right now we're dominating unconventionals, both in the ROGII space and outside of it. Nice. And yeah, we're just I want to say like a small geosteering shop, but I guess we get bigger every year. So
that's good.
Yeah,
dude, that's awesome. That is awesome. So Jackie is the CEO of Geovision. We got top dog in the house. You know what I mean?
Thank you, guys.
But y'all are
state of last year. Like I did really good at the first one last year, and like I don't know if you guys remember, but Sean feathered me.
Yes, I do remember that, and it's so funny. It's like I always ask Sean, would you sleep with that trophy on your nightstand, and then just that's the first thing you pick?
Like
not Jackie. It's like just rub it in your face. You know what I mean? It's like you're eating dinner with the trophy.
Swaddling it.
We did go snorkeling with it. We saw an octopus, so it's a big day for us. So
you were snorkeling with it? Oh, it's like your baby. You're just cradling it, burping it and everything.
Someone mentioned earlier about work-life balance. How can you have more work-life balance than this right here?
I'm ruining everyone's
equilibrium. I will tell you, that is probably the best work-life balance I've seen. Y'all are in, guys, if you don't know, they're in Steertown, Jamaica. That is a real town. And they were steering in Steertown, Jamaica. That is freaking cool. I didn't even know that was a place. Talk about world.
I really do want to thank ROGII for a second here. There's other mapping softwares out there and geosteering software out there, and ROGII's the one who's putting on a fun competition. The oil's hard enough, right? It is. Yep.
Yeah.
So all right, well, I don't want to brown nose y'all or whatever, but
brown nose.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I mean, that is why ROGII put this on, was to help build this community, right? And grow the community. And it's grown from the very first year that we did it to now. But honestly, we couldn't have done it without people like you, right? Y'all make it fun. Y'all make it exciting. Especially this year, dude, yeah, we're gonna go to Jamaica and we're gonna have a blast, right? Work-life balance, you're going to work hard, you're going to play hard, but you're all down to business when it comes to handling business. You know what I mean? And then when you're off and you guys have a good time, right? I mean, that's what life's all about, seizing the moments. So yeah, I mean, tell us a little bit about. Come on. Yeah. So y'all are primarily in lower 48, right? That's primarily where you guys drill, and your head office is Houston, Texas, right?
Yep, we're in the Heights. We're real hipsters, so we
that's my vibe right there, Jackie.
Yeah.
Really.
You're ridiculous. Where did Starseer find you?
I have no idea. You found me on the street somewhere begging, panhandling for jobs for work.
We'll act for food.
Yeah, we'll act for food. I might wear socks for a job.
Let's not go too far.
So yes,
primarily one place that we're not really active as a company is really the Basin. It's really funny because there's so many Bakken experts here. Like, you know.
All right, guys. So you heard it. If there's any Bakken folks there, they have Bakken experts. So hit them up, get them in there, man.
Yes.
Like they've got a lot of knowledge, right, that they can share and crush your wells for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
On the sandy beaches of
We
Steve
love
Town.
eating a well start to finish in like 36 hours.
Oh,
So
that's our favorite.
Go
yeah.
Williston. Yeah.
I'll take that.
So when I heard about that, I was like, wait, what? What? I mean,
Like a surface hole?
Yeah. Like, you know, for me, you know, it was in the Delaware, at least, spud to TD, our fastest well, I think it was mine. It was 12 days. I'm gonna top myself. That was section and a half, not 2 section, right? 2 section, I think the fastest we had was like 16 days. And then the lateral, I think it was like 2.5. So like when I heard that in the Wilson, I was like, wait, that's just the lateral, right? They're like, nah.
It's the whole thing.
I'm like, what? Y'all are just screaming. How do you even steer that?
I have
going
no
that
idea
fast?
how anyone even operates that.
That's got to be tough. All right. So we did have a question. I'm sorry. We did have how many participants? There were 210 participants.
That's correct.
So, and how many participants did you guys have this year?
Oh, so we have us 5 here. We have Sam Tracy back at home, Daniel Morse. I'm not sure if he participated. Oh, he
Bueno.
did? Yay, Daniel.
Bueno.
Jake Thompson back at home. We had some people back at home too.
Go Jake.
Yeah.
Yeah, representing. I love it, man. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, Sam. I hear Sam did awesome at the conventional well.
To
so.
Sam Tracy,
To
the
Sam
Jamaican
Tracy.
Cup.
Woo!
Nice. Well, hey, congratulations. They're calculating the results, so we'll find out here momentarily. That's exciting, and I really want to say thank you so much for being dedicated to this event, not only sponsoring it but also participating. That's really freaking cool,
awesome.
right? You know, that's what makes this thing amazing. You know what I mean? Again, people like you, right? Building this community. That's what it's all about. And I wish we could bring the community out to you in Jamaica.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, our local area would be.
Just do it on location.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that.
Now,
Steer
I
Town.
mean, there is a
It
Steer
feels
Town.
right.
I feel like that's where we should be, right?
Take it over. Take it over.
Yeah, this was just like a thing I Googled, and I was like, well, now we have to go.
I feel like all the geosteering companies need to just take over Steer Town.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just be like, no, this is ours now. Like Houston's the oil and gas, but Steer Town is the geosteering.
Yeah.
Like that's the bee's knees right there.
And Keith, before you announce the results, I just want to say that we are the Caribbean champions, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, right?
I don't know of any other steer in Jamaica or in the Caribbean, right?
Yeah, I think I'll win by default.
Win by default. I heard win.
Hey, no, they had some top players, right? They had some top players out there. So definitely, I mean, that's they got to take it. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Sean, so how do you think you did this year, Sean? Jackie, how do you think y'all did?
Middle of road, you know, honestly. We had a lot of technical difficulties here trying to figure out how to do things from afar, something new for us.
These guys are fighting with our banner.
Yeah, we wanted some guys on. Here we go. Here's our banner right here. So tuck out of the way here.
Wow, they pulled out all the stuff. Dude.
I love it. I love it, dude. Hold it up. Hold it
That's
down.
conventional experience here. Doug and Marcel have the most. I have essentially none.
I got 1 or 2, not much.
Yeah, so I think we dominated the first part, and you know
That
then
conventional well is
dived off the
difficult.
cliff into the ocean on the second part. So.
That conventional well was very difficult, extremely difficult. All right, folks.
A little easier at the conventional.
This is for round 2. That's for round 2.
Yeah.
Do we have time to say it, or are we cutting into their? I don't want to cut in their time. They can be on here for it. Okay, good. So let me know when we can say, because results are in, folks. But we'll wait until your time's done. But we want you still on. Well, the results. I think this is for round 2, right? Results. Yeah, that's well 2, not final. So they're still calculating final, but we have the. Yeah, well, in a little bit we could do it. But yeah, I mean, are there any other words that you'd like to say to the audience about Geovision? Just anything you'd like, right? This is your time to shine, baby.
I personally think Geovision is the best place. It's the best place to work for me, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
And I really, I can't tell you how much, like, every day is fun because of all the people who work at Geovision and all the guys who are holding down the fort right now, steering wells, Ben, Brittany, Scott, you know, right now, you know, like this very second. Thank you guys. And yeah, just Geovision is our people, you know, and I know I know, you know, I don't want to step on toes. I know other people are saying that, but I can't tell you how much I enjoy working with all these guys. They're crazy. It's the best.
I'll tell you right now.
Also want to thank all for allowing us to come down here and do this, you know, and step away from it. And we did get permission from quite a few of them before we left. You know, couldn't let the beans out of the bag quite all the way, but you know, we you know that, hey, we're going to trade some supervisors around and be able to bring this crew on down here, because you know that's a lot of moving parts.
Yeah.
So,
and everyone is listening, get your passport in case your employer says, would you all like to come to Steertown, Jamaica? You know, that's a little Jackie.
It's kind of like, to me, I feel like you're like, hey, you want to come to Steertown? That's like a no-brainer. It's like, yeah,
I'm on my way.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, but I'll tell you this from my personal, you know, experience and working with you guys. Y'all are awesome, right? I enjoy each and every one of you. Y'all are great people. Love you guys. I'm so glad you're here. I do want to put up the results because
I'm dying to know.
Yes, Geovision does have a top 20 player in well 2.
Ooh.
Samantha Tracy.
Yep.
Samantha Tracy's rocking it. You see her down there, right there.
Player 72.
We had Ben Welsh, you know, getting a well 2 score of 71.
Yeah.
Wow, get it.
Very well done.
That is awesome. So I want to just say congratulations to everyone who participated in both well 1 and well 2. Good job, everyone.
At number 15 and well 2 for unconventional, player 168.
Oh,
yay,
man.
Jake.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jake.
Jake.
Good job, Jake.
Woo, Jake.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see Jake. My bad, Jake. I mean, seriously, but good job to everybody who made this. That was not an easy well to drill by any means. We're sitting over here like,
I'm glad I'm
there's
here.
a lot of structure.
Yeah.
That looks extremely difficult. No, I'm so glad I didn't drill in a complicated play like that. But seriously, gotta say congratulations. I see my boy Mauricio from Echo Patrol getting in this leadership board. Good job, bro. I'm
well done,
very
Mauricio.
proud of you. And apparently at Impact, no, it wasn't Impact Levante. Who was it? Someone else. It was their first time using it and gotten the
top 20, right?
The top, yeah. And I was like, good.
I don't think it was player 50. It was player 50. Yeah, Levante.
It was Levante.
With Impact,
Levante's first time using it and gotten this top thing. Like, good for you, man. That's
Look at
amazing.
that.
So, just want to say, everyone who's on this board, you got got a few people from Canada, right? A few Chinooks. Good job for y'all. Like I said, Mauricio in Colombia, Ryan CNRL over up there in Canada. You got Kevin Glass, Paramount. Good job. You got Saudi up on the board too. Come on now, keep it going in Argentina. Jorge, good job, guys.
International group.
Seriously. And those who aren't on this, I mean. Dude, thank you so much for everyone who participated. This was absolutely amazing. Now we have our final results, overall final results. They are in. We're going to show them up, and we'll let you know who the number 1 champion is. Mike, let me know when you put it on. Are you going to put it up on the screen?
Give me one moment. I'll pause everything.
Shout out to player 107, Jason. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, dude, check this out. Hold on, you ready for it? We're about to bring on the Geosteering World Champion. Top lists over here. So get ready.
It's not me.
We are putting up. We're getting it. Drum roll, please. We got to get this drum roll.
The steel drum roll.
The steel drum.
Yeah,
you know, this is kind of like, you know, in like the Bachelor, or in like, you know, you know, where it's like an unnecessary long pause of
right after this break.
So
No more. I can't even take it anymore.
The tension is hard, bro. Okay, you ready? Here. Unmute me. Unmute me right now. Congratulations to Karma in the United States. Got a well 1 score of 91.65, well 2 score of 63.99, making it a total of 155. Good job. That's amazing. I'm still going to give other shout outs to everybody. We got Jacob over at Coterra coming in second. We got Gerardo Jimenez at Terra Guidance coming in third. Ben Welsh coming in fourth. We got Kevin and Adrian representing Canada. Come on, guys. Good job. Samantha, woo woo, let's go.
Yes, sir.
Representing for Geovision, we got Gabriel Pinson, Jake at Geovision too. Come on now, let's go.
Geovision showing.
You had Jesus for Argentina coming in as the top regional player, right? So boom, boom, let's go. Quentin, Miles, Dustin, Patrick over at Oxy. If he's watching, good job, bro. Man, everyone, good job. Jamie, Levente, first time using the thing coming in the
top 20.
Come on, guys, fantastic job. Eric from Saudi, heck yeah, representing your spot. Let's go, baby. I know, Jair Mauricio representing over there. And Lisa, good job, everyone. This was amazing, guys. This was absolutely amazing. Dylan, thank you for saying that, buddy. Thank you for saying that. Look at her. Yeah, what?
Well done.
Karma. Sean is like, he's like the past winner passing the, the tiara to you. You know what I mean? So Karma.
Thank you, Karma. Take it.
Good job. Congratulations.
know where it's been.
Yes, man. This is amazing. You get the DJI Mini 2. The regional winners get one of these as well.
Yeah.
Congratulations, folks.
Well done, everyone.
Everybody. Chinook, you did a good job. Terra Guidance, great job. Geovision, fantastic job. You got a couple people up there, dude. Come on. Dustin's up there. Look at that. You got 3 people up on that. 4 people.
Four.
Jackie, you're up there, homie.
Can't count, Keith.
I know. I didn't pass, math class.
Any of them.
That's what I'm saying. You got a lot of companies here. How many companies have a couple people in top 10? I'll tell you right now, Geovision has a lot of people in the top 10. So good job, guys. Or top 20, I should say, for sure. Great job, everybody.
Karma, she earned this one. That was a hard well.
Karma's moment.
Yeah,
Congrats, Karma.
Good
job.
Karma. That is amazing because that second well was very hard. That was very difficult.
For single female champion because there was a group.
Yes.
Also,
everyone did a fantastic job, guys.
That's the first single female champion. Solo.
Thank you. Solo.
Awesome. Proud of you.
Yes.
Boom, boom, boom. Representing in multiple ways right there.
Look
dude.
at that.
I love it, guys.
Love the representation.
Yes. I want to say congratulations to everybody. Just by participating, you're a winner in our book, right? I mean, because it takes guts to get out there, put yourself out there, and actually join a competition that's live. You know what I mean? Sure. And test your skills. Congratulations to Karma. Congratulations to, Jacob coming in top 2, Gerardo top 3, and everyone else on this board. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Geovision. Y'all are absolutely amazing. We love you guys. We got our core geologic folks. Y'all are dope too. We love you. Terra Guidance, you're amazing. Geovision trying to show you that work-life balance over here.
Yeah. Showing them all.
But everyone's amazing. Edge, thank you so much.
What up, Edge?
Beloy, MCWL, thank you so much. And for all of you who are here in Houston, Texas, and are watching this bad boy live, please join us here. Let's say, you might have some work that you have to wrap up.
We'll
be there 3 to 4. We'll be there. Just come on down and let's celebrate a great Geosteering World Cup 2022.
Heck yeah, we'll see y'all there.
Yes. So guys, without further ado, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate each and every one of you. You're amazing. My name is Keith Rivera, your host of Geosteering World Cup 2022.
And I'm Stephen Frazier.
Yeah, baby.
Catch you next year?
Yes.
Did we have a line?
I was going to say, keep it classy.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Go bleep yourself. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you next year.
Hi there, I'm Justin Vandenbrink with Core Geologic. When people ask me what Core Geologic is, pretty simple. We're an oil company without an asset, and we have two buckets. The first bucket is geosteering. That's our core. Second bucket, geological consulting. We bring both of those to the operator to help them drill their well effectively. For more information, you can see us at coregeologic.com.
You're probably wondering why Core Geologic is not participating in this year's geosteering competition, and that is to give everyone the best chance at winning. I'm just kidding, everybody. In all seriousness, Core Geologic would like to wish everybody good luck. May the best steerer win. Let's get it.
Geovision! Woo!
Let's do this, man. Come on.
Hi there, I'm Justin Vandenbrink with Core Geologic. When people ask me what Core Geologic is, pretty simple, we're an oil company without an asset. And we have two buckets. The first bucket is geosteering, that's our core. Second bucket, geological consulting. We bring both of those to the operator to help them drill their well effectively. For more information, you can see us at coregeologic.com.
You're probably wondering why Core Geologic is not participating in this year's geosteering competition, and that is to give everyone the best chance at winning. I'm just kidding, everybody. In all seriousness, Core Geologic would like to wish everybody good luck. May the best steerer win. Let's get it.
Geovision! Woo!
Let's do this, Ben. Come on.
Hi there, I'm Justin Vandenbrink with Core Geologic. When people ask me what Core Geologic is, pretty simple. We're an oil company without an asset, and we have 2 buckets. The first bucket is geosteering. That's our core. Second bucket, geological consulting. We bring both of those to the operator to help them drill their well effectively. For more information, you can see us at coregeologic.com.
You're probably wondering why Core Geologic is not participating in this year's geosteering competition, and that is to give everyone the best chance at winning. I'm just kidding, everybody. In all seriousness, Core Geologic would like to wish everybody good luck. May the best steerer win. Let's get it.
Geovision! Woo!
Let's do this, Ben. Come on.
Hi there, I'm Justin Vandenbrink with Core Geologic. When people ask me what Core Geologic is, pretty simple, we're an oil company without an asset. And we have two buckets. The first bucket is geosteering, that's our core. Second bucket, geological consulting. We bring both of those to the operator to help them drill their well effectively. For more information, you can see us at coregeologic.com.
You're probably wondering why Core Geologic is not participating in this year's geosteering competition, and that is to give everyone the best chance at winning. I'm just kidding, everybody. In all seriousness, Core Geologic would like to wish everybody good luck. May the best steerer win. Let's get it.